Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for episode 90 of the MeepleCore podcast, a bi-weekly podcast about board games, video games, music, and nerd culture. I am your host, Tim Jennette, the Metal Meeple, and I'm joined by my co-hosts,
Matt RoBear,
Eric Ledford,
George Breden.
And in this episode, we give you our first impressions for the board games Detective, City of Angels, Medium, and We're Doomed. Then we discuss what expectations to have of board game reviewers, from how many times someone should play a game before reviewing it, to how we feel about opinions generated from review copies of games. We go through our top 5 kids games that you can enjoy as an adult, and much more. Alexa, ask a random question.
Here's a question for you. Who would you like to live like for a day? Want to play another one? Because you played random question, you might enjoy question of the day.
Alexa, stop.
That's all we needed.
We gotta answer the question. She's just like barraging them out there. What was it? Who would you live for?
who would you like to live as
for a day?
For a day.
Yeah, you get to replace your life with somebody else's for one day.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Obviously not somebody who's very in danger of dying, because I don't want to die within 24 hours.
Nobody like Hugh Hefner, because, I'm married.
Matt?
Would that be the same?
That would be the same.
But it's live like, it's not as.
Oh, I got you. So we're not like jumping into their body.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, this ain't like Quantum Leap.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Live like. Who would I like to live like?
Yeah.
I mean, you could if you just want, I guess it depends on what kind of lifestyle you want. You could pick any random celebrity, movie person.
I think I would definitely go the rock star.
Yeah.
Rock star for a day.
Definitely pick a rock star that you could play a show as, and just to get to feel the people.
Yeah. Play get like
an arena.
200,000 people.
Oh, 200. Oh, you're going like festival. I was just thinking like arena.
Think big.
I'm happy I'm happy with 19,000.
Dude, the Yum Center.
The Yum Center. I'd be happy with that. I think that'd be cool.
What about you, George?
I do Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
Soccer player, yeah. And he would have the worst game of his career.
Sorry.
But I'd have a good time.
You can have your life back now.
Right? What about you, Eric?
I don't know. That's a hard question. I'll be myself, I guess.
What have you always wanted to do, but you never wanted to actually do it? Like being a rock star is one of the things that it would be awesome to do
for a day.
But you really got to, and I would do it forever, but it's such a investment to try to get towards that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like trying to be a basketball player. I mean, you got to dedicate your entire life to being a basketball player, and then what if you don't make it?
Right.
Like, I can be an IT guy.
There you go.
If I suck at IT, I go to another IT job, and they think I'm great.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that works for basketball teams too, right? Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you, Alexa.
I think there's 2 ways to look at that one, because you could go as what would you enjoy the most, but you could also go with who, if I were that person for a day, could I make the biggest difference?
Yeah.
And just, I could be Boris Johnson for a day and then just cancel Brexit.
There you go.
So you would actually alter history. Is that what you said?
Right? You'd have to think about that. Is that more important?
Yeah, that's true. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us on the MeepleCore podcast. We got some stuff going on new this episode. It would be cool if it was episode 100. Then it would mean,
90's a good
90's a good even number, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got a new location for the podcast, which is essentially on the other side of my basement.
We moved far.
20 feet away.
Yeah, 20 feet away. There's a wall behind us. If you never watched the video versions of the show, there was some quality issues. It was a little blurry because I didn't have a great computer to process the webcams I was using to film us. Anyway, I did have a normal camcorder that was 1080p, 60 frames, and all that stuff, but I didn't use it because I didn't need to buy a capture card and all that other stuff. Anyway, what I end up doing is getting what's called an Elgato Cam Link and getting a different computer and hooking it all up to it. And so if you watch our video versions now, which is mostly of the topics in the games that we go over, it's going to look much more crispy. It's crispy.
1080p.
It's 1080p crispy.
We feel crispy.
Yeah. We got a new setup. I bought a bunch of new things for the mics. Yeah, I don't know. Cool stuff. It's gonna. So if there's a little bit of a quality difference, this is the first podcast we're recording with the new computer and some of the new equipment. There's going to be adjustments that need to be made, but we'll see how it goes.
Exciting.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start like we always do, and we talk about what we've been up to since the last episode. And Matt, you weren't here, so you got a good chunk of time to talk about.
Work. No. I guess the big one that I can remember, because it has been a while, I did get to, which I think you probably talked about this last episode. I saw the new Star Wars movie with my son. We enjoyed it. It was good stuff.
Wait, who has not seen it? George?
I did see it. I was going to say I saw it too.
Eric?
Eric is not. Eric is holding us up from having a discussion.
All right.
I'll
be on it.
Yeah.
Are you going to wait like last time till it's out on DVD, or are you?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably.
Definitely. So, I mean, I won't go too in depth with that because it looks like we might talk about it at some point.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. It delivered. I think it was my second favorite out of them three. I think I still enjoy Force Awakens the best, but
yeah, actually, I kind of like this one better.
Yeah, I know that's what you were saying.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. It's just
my only critique with it that I'll say that's not like spoiler alert or anything. It really does feel like a giant montage. Scenes were happening so fast.
Yeah,
there's like a lot of stuff. Did we talk about that already?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. It felt like a comic strip. It was so like the dialogue was just very jumpy. It jumped around between different people talking, and it was real weird there for the first half. Now the last half was really awesome. You know, I really enjoyed the last half of the movie, but I just think Force Awakens as a whole, I think I liked it a little bit better.
That's true.
Just as a whole movie.
There might be hours left on the cutting room floor. You know,
oh yeah,
I think there was. Didn't he? Did we talk about that last time?
If the scenes are all, I felt the same way. They just jump from one thing to the next, but maybe they were actually longer and they just cut it down.
I'm pretty sure that I read that J.J. Abrams wanted it to be like a 3 hour and 15-minute movie, and they took like 45 minutes off of that or something.
That's a lot.
And it's a lot of time that they dropped from his envisioned plan.
Yeah, so that's understandable. So I'm sure
might come out with like an extended edition or something.
Oh, I'm sure they will at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to buy the Blu-rays.
Yeah. So then the only two main things I'll talk about, because they will take a little bit of time. Well, not a lot of time, but I did see the movie Joker. I don't know if anyone else has seen that or not.
I have. I did.
Oh, you've seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's dark and weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's and, like no action.
Yeah, it's
very, very little action.
It's
well, it's like an origin, like a retelling of the origin.
It is an origin, but it's a weird so I don't know if it's shot artsy. A lot of the shots the angles were weird, and just the feel of the scenes.
Good looking movie, I would say.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix lost a lot of weight, like got really, really skinny, like sickly looking.
And I think he did well with his part.
Like
he's skeletal.
I was thinking Christian Bale and the Machinist.
Probably around there.
Yeah.
It's like he
had to go to the hospital multiple times.
You can see like all the bones.
Yeah,
in his
that's
body.
crazy.
We watched the movie, and I started watching videos on like what exactly was going on, and it didn't answer anything. So
really,
it's
okay.
I think you can take that movie two different ways. As far as like what was reality and what wasn't. I don't know. It's really weird. So I don't know. But it was good overall. I liked it.
I'm guessing different than what you expected as well. I kind of expected more of a Batman-ish movie where there's going to be more fighting, more things happening.
Oh, no. I didn't expect that at all.
Oh, you went in blind.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, no, I expected this to be kind of a weird like piece like that. And it was different.
Yeah.
It's good, but it'll be interesting to see if they keep him in that role, in future movies or whatever. I do know, fun fact, that Jared Leto was extremely upset that he did not get to do this movie, to the point where he used his record label to try and block this movie either being made or having anyone else cast in it.
Really?
Because his record label is tied to whatever production company did it. So he tried to use like his influence to stop it from being made.
Oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty lame.
Have you seen Suicide Squad?
Yes.
How was he in that?
I don't like him as the Joker. I think it's an okay character.
Oh,
But
he was the Joker in
Yeah,
that?
I did not
Gotcha.
like his take on the Joker at all, though.
Hmm.
I mean, I think that's not really his take, right? It's a different take of the Joker in the comic books too.
Some people say it's influenced by there was a comic I think it was kind of influenced by, but it was still just the way it was done. It was it just didn't deliver. I mean, it's big shoes to fill.
I have the movie. It's in shrink.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. I think I bought it used. It's like $3, but no.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
He did good in the video with Skrillex and Rick Ross, Purple Lamborghini, which was for the movie. I don't know. That was good. But
I didn't even know there was a song for it.
yeah, they had a song for it, but it's all good. But moving on, the next big thing is I played and completed Death Stranding. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Death Stranding. I know Tim probably is.
Yeah. I really debated on buying it because for some reason it was on sale for $30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like super cheap.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I really probably should have bought it, but I end up getting the Legend of Zelda game for the Switch.
Okay. So it is Hideo Kojima of Metal Gear Solid fame and all that. It's okay. So me and my wife started playing it. It starts out you pretty much watch an hour of cutscenes. It's like watch 15 minutes. You walk a little bit. Here's 15 more minutes of cutscene. It's literally like watching a movie.
It's like a Telltale game.
It's even worse than that because I mean you're not doing anything. You're just sitting there watching it. It is literally a movie.
Oh, that's bad.
But the story,
I think it's cool.
Yeah, he's kind of known for this. That's how a lot of the games he does kind of that's just the way he does it. He kind of considers himself more a director. It seems like it's like I'm surprised he hasn't done a movie yet. He'd probably be a good one to.
He doesn't need to. He just makes games.
That's true. He doesn't need to.
So in the game, do they have parts where you're like mash X, hit
like action sequences?
Right.
No.
Okay.
Not
So it's just
really.
like go to the next cutscene area.
Yeah, you're literally talking that it cuts away. You can't control anything at that time when it's doing all these cutscenes. and
Yes,
stuff.
it's just you're watching straight up.
I remember cutscenes from Metal Gear, but not overpowering all the time.
Oh, it's nuts. But this game is just so weird. So like the game starts off, it has Norman Reedus in it from Walking Dead fame.
Mm-hmm.
He's the main character in it. Starts off, it's essentially the game is a pick up and deliver, but it's more of a trekking game where you got to go across a lot of terrain and this and that. And
people did call it the walking simulator.
yeah, it's it's a lot of walking and stuff. I'm a sucker for pick up and deliver, and that's whether it's board games or this kind of video game. There's just something about that.
Matt, you haven't played Firefly.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's so
I guess Eric hasn't either.
I have not.
Have you played it, George?
I have not, no.
Oh, well. Okay.
yeah.
I was just thinking how ironic it is, though. You're sitting there playing a video game instead of actually walking, and then the game that you're playing, you're walking.
Oh, that's
In the
all
game.
you do. But just in his style of fashion, it's just we're sitting there watching it. Me and my wife just are looking at each other like, what in the world is going on? There's these weird monsters that you can't see, but you see their handprints when they get near you. But if you don't breathe, they can't sense you.
What, do you have a button to stop breathing?
Yeah, there's a button you can hold your breath. And these monsters produce something called timefall, which is a rain that speeds up like time for anything it touches. So it if it hits your skin, you're going to age quicker.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, and there's this weird ripping time. So it's these beings that are trying to get into our world, and we're trying to keep them away. You've got a prenatal or a premature baby that you strap in a jug to your stomach that helps you. So these monsters that you couldn't see, he helps you see them with this weird weather vane thing on your back. Dude, I'm telling you, it's something else. So again, same thing with the Joker. This game is over. I watch a video. What did I just witness?
Yeah.
Oh, so it doesn't explain anything.
It does. And so you play through the game. I've put 89 hours into this game.
Wow.
Whenever I looked up how long it takes, straight playthrough is 60. To do most of the side stuff's about 90. Completionist is 136 on average.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going platinum. I'm that far in. I got to do it. I'm
Finish it
devoted.
out.
It's pretty good, right?
It's
If you're gonna put 136 hours in it,
Yeah,
I
are there
would
no
assume-
vehicles? Like, is there no?
no, you get vehicles at
Oh,
some
okay,
point.
cool.
Yeah, it's
So it's only like light, or it's like heavy walking.
it's heavy
simulator
walking
with-
at the beginning, and then like by the time you get to like the last 2/3, you have vehicles. So
I
Then
got
is
you.
it heavy driving?
yeah, and you can build roads and stuff like that, and so
you can build roads.
Yeah, you can build roads.
This sounds awesome.
So essentially, like what happened is these things took over America.
You're basically a stork
kind of, yeah. So
Do you ever get to expose?
delivering babies.
Well, do you get to expose the bottle baby to the age rain and like it grows up?
No, that doesn't happen. No, it's
You should try.
Yeah, it's
are you taking the same baby through the whole game, or are you delivering babies?
you're
and
not
that's what you
delivering.
do?
The baby just helps you see the monsters. You're literally. So what happened is this. Yeah.
You're not taking care of the baby. You're exploiting the
yeah.
baby.
So the main thing of the game is America's destroyed, being by these weird monsters that like are weird shadowy figures that you can only see with this baby on your chest. So there are bunkers and like other like big centers that are built up. You're distributing goods amongst all the different centers, and people are like, they're preppers is what they call them. They're
Yeah.
like people who hold up and like, doomsday things.
Okay.
They
Yep.
survived it because they're living underground. So essentially your job is to tie the network of America back together. You're linking everybody up on this weird like network. And while you're doing that, you're delivering stuff.
You're a
Point being,
mailman.
yeah, you're a mailman. You're a glorified UPS worker. It does have also it has Guillermo del Toro is in it, which he worked with Hideo Kojima on that PT,
Yeah.
the little short like Silent Hill game.
He plays the baby.
And this is also the first game that Kojima's done on his own with his own production company. But also at the very end of the game, though, last thing I will say, straight 2 hours. It is watching a movie at the end of it.
Like the ending is that
The
long?
ending is a 2-hour movie.
Wow.
Straight up.
Whoa.
You interact slightly, but it is like literally just walking is all it is from place to place.
This is awesome.
But you're into it by then.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the end of the game. I mean, but it is a 2-hour straight movie at the end of it. But this is where he kind of like,
Different.
in straight Japanese fashion, is like, now we're going to explain to you all the crazy stuff you've been witnessing.
Right.
Like you have no clue until the very end.
You might have somewhat of a clue, but it still kind of like blows your mind at the end. It's like, oh no, wow, I didn't think of it like that.
Do you figure out who the parents of the baby are?
Yes. No. Sorry, no, you don't.
Okay.
Is it like synthetic or something? Like
No.
it was grown in a
Okay,
tube?
so
Well, don't spoil it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's not really a spoiler. So like evidently so when someone dies, if you don't destroy their body, it causes a void out, which brings all these monsters in a very concentrated area, and it essentially is like a nuke, and it blows up, and then like all these monsters are just in this area, but it destroys everything.
So, I mean, you may have said this, but is the human race drastically reduced?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that just because
yeah.
you're walking around a bunch of barren land.
And the same thing with like if someone dies and you don't dispose of them, it's like they're a ticking time bomb. Like they will blow up and destroy anything like in a certain radius around them.
That's awesome.
That is interesting.
So you do carry dead bodies on your back to incinerate them at one point. This game is just something else. And like some of the scenes, like you're sitting there walking and like the soundtrack's awesome. It like backs out real far and it looks like super cinematic, and it's done really well. So
I'm excited. I'm
Interesting.
sold. I'm sold.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I want to put that much time in it, but
I do not.
It sounds interesting.
yeah, so it's a good time. So yeah,
Nice.
that happened.
What else you got? Is that it?
That was it. No, that's all I'll talk about because
that was
that's
96
a lot.
hours.
All right, George, let's go to you then. What
Okay.
you been up to?
Well, not a lot. It's working on the book as usual. So the only game day, I had one game day and played some games, and that's all I got, honestly. The games that I played Blind Spot again, and I think I described that last show, where you have the grid of letters and you put down something to cover one of them inside the word that you're making.
Yeah.
And so that one went over well. It's gone over well with everyone. I played Isle of Cats, which is a new Kickstarter game I just received. Kat and I played Isle of Cats, and that one is, again, just a family game, Tetris Cats, and really lightweight, but really enjoyable. played a game that was by Reiner Knizia called Qin, Qin.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it around.
Yeah, so older game, pretty enjoyable, but I felt like there needed to be some house rules, or else there's a few issues with it, like the way that the tiles come out have to be, if it's random, some people are going to get obviously better tiles, and then they're going to win. So, but it was fun, a good game, and played Runestones again, which I'm getting a little tired of it. I think the expansion that's coming out is going to help that one a lot. It's a deck builder, so like any deck builder, that's what usually happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it.
Cool.
All right, what about you, Eric?
Well, for me, finishing up the last season 3 of Last Kingdom. I'm not sure if anybody else has jumped on. But,
Last Kingdom. Is that the...
It's on Netflix.
Is that the Asian one, though?
No.
Okay.
It's like a Viking
kind
of thing. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a mash of Vikings and Game of Thrones, maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
But, yeah, I mean, season 1 kind of started off, I didn't know about it, but it's got better and better over the three seasons. So I do recommend that one for anybody that kind of likes Vikings and whatnot.
Is that a Netflix show or?
It is.
Okay.
And then season 4 is going to come out sometime this year. I think middle of this year. But they only have 3 seasons. Also, I got to play some games myself. Played Le Havre, which actually, the last time we played Le Havre was like 3.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
It doesn't even feel like it's been that long.
No, it
Tim
doesn't.
didn't play that with us, did he?
He did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I did play it.
Okay.
So I remember back then it was 3.5 years ago. It was pretty heavy, and playing it nowadays it's not as heavy as I remember it. So I guess that's a good thing. Also played Fields of Green with Melissa. I thought she would have liked it a lot, but
that's 2-player only, right?
It's 2 to 4.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Which I also have Among the Stars, which we'll end up playing maybe in the next week or so.
You know what? Actually, we're going to talk about that in a second.
Oh yeah.
Well, so
Among the Stars?
I was going to say we're going to talk about Ascension,
Okay.
but the Among the Stars. Well, we'll come back to it. Keep going.
Okay.
I think Fields of Green is brilliant.
Oh, I like that as well.
Yeah.
Melissa didn't like it as much. She thought, it might get a little samey because we don't have the expansion or anything.
Ah, okay.
Which I know added quite a to our gameplay.
There's a lot of promos
right.
involved as well.
So we just played the base game, which she didn't. She thought it was okay, but she was okay not playing it again, I guess.
Yeah.
We also played At the Gates of Luoyang, which actually was really well. It's went off really well. It's a game by Uwe Rosenberg. Hopefully I said that right.
Uwe.
Yeah. Uwe.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, which we as a group might play together here shortly and review maybe.
Shortly, like tomorrow.
Maybe.
That'd be nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep, that's about it.
All right, well, cool. I've been, as well as Eric, we've been playing Ascension on the phone. I got this bug in me that I wanted to play some asynchronous games again because I really enjoy those. So I downloaded Ascension. I was playing it just solo, and then I got Jeremy, I believe, to download it, and then I forced Eric and Jake to get it. And what I was saying about Among the Stars is it has a pretty good app version of the game. It's very faithful, like it would be like Ascension. Like you feel like you're playing a card game, like that actual board game on the phone, rather than like something like Terraforming Mars, where they've kind of made it more video gamey.
Right.
Oh.
Which it's not bad. I like the Terraforming Mars app. It just doesn't seem like it's not like a 1-to-1 translation, so to speak. It's like a re-envisioning for a phone. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway,
It's not the same.
yeah, it's not the same, but it is kind of fun. I'd probably have a better time if other people had it, but we'll see what happens. But maybe Among the Stars could be. They also have Castles of Burgundy, which looks pretty good on there too.
Oh yeah, George.
Not my thing.
Not George. Okay. How about like Race for the Galaxy?
They have that on there too.
That would be probably pretty good.
Really, my idea between a good asynchronous game, like Ascension is good, but your turns are literally like 10 seconds.
Right.
And flick, flick, flick. Okay, click, click, bye. I'm done. I like asynchronous games that maybe Through the Ages. Have you played Through the Ages, George?
Yes. No, wait, no.
Okay, never mind. I haven't either. I was curious.
I was thinking Roll Through the Ages or whatever.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I think Through the Ages has a decent amount of stuff that you have to do on your turn. And
I
so
would
that
imagine, right?
that's what I want. That's what my goal is, to find an asynchronous board game app that's compatible with iOS and Android, because we want to play cross-platform. That has, I mean, I don't want to spend 15 minutes on my turn, but like if I log in and I spend like 2 or 3 minutes like deciding things and then doing it, that's pretty cool. But
so you want to be able to just log in, do a thing, log out again.
Yeah, and then it notifies the next person.
Okay.
And that's what it's doing with Ascension. But the difference is you have 5 cards. You can hit the button that says play all. They go.
Which actually I figured out that
you don't want to do that a lot.
Right. that's what I used to do. I was like, oh man, it played this card.
Yeah, they'll play in the wrong order, right?
Right.
Order does matter. But the difference is, even if you know what you're doing and you flick out the cards in the right order, your turn is like 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's not very long.
Yeah, which is why I have 7 games going on, because I want to get in and play the game for like 2 or 3 minutes, but I don't want to spend like 15 or 20 minutes trying to take a turn. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward, because I think the Mage Knight board game is going to be an app soon. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
It'd be nice not having all the setup.
Yeah, you wouldn't have all the setup, and on top of that, like some of the automation and stuff. And the bigger thing is that you can play this game where Mage Knight normally takes 4 hours or so.
Yeah, long time.
But you could play it over like 3 or 4 days with the people that you're playing with.
Right.
Or weeks. Or whatever.
Weeks. Yeah.
Right. So that's really cool. The other thing I've been doing mostly is what you'll see if you go watch the videos on YouTube. We have a new studio kind of set up, new stuff, and yeah, it took a lot of effort. Not really to set any of this up, but to clear out this area. It was insane. I mean,
drum set in the way.
The drums were in the way. Matt took those. Are those set up at all? Or those?
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's waiting for your basement to be finished.
Yeah,
right?
that's I gotta. That's like the last room I'm going to get to down there also. So that's probably a year or so away.
No, that's fair. So I got rid of, I gave those to you, and then all this other stuff in my closet, which is really weird because we're staring at my closet and there's like clothes behind the camera and stuff. It's just really kind of funny.
Some weird baby toy up there.
Yeah, there's a baby toy. I bought that because I thought I knew we were having a girl or a second kid.
That's I was wondering because it's girly looking.
Yeah, it's like my first son, he has this like little lovey. It's like a blanket with the animal head on it. He loves this thing, and this is like a girl version of it. So I thought it was really cute at Goodwill, and I bought it, and no one's had a girl yet. So,
are those tubs full of golf balls? Do you golf?
I do.
Oh,
I mean, not regularly. I did for about 3 or 4 years, pretty often. I did maybe about 70 games or so, because I kept track of that too. I never bought a single ball, and all those I found.
Oh man!
And I don't care if they're nicked and they go swinging to the left when I hit them, because they're going to the left probably anyway. I'm not very good. As a matter of fact, that's the whole reason I started playing disc golf, because you don't have to be amazing or be very repetitive. It does help, to be better. But with golf, you have to be incredibly precise with every swing and like do the same swing multiple times in a row, and all that. Disc golf, it's like, see this thing? Get it in that basket. I don't care how you do it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You have to throw it like, you can literally throw it like a ninja star.
It's a blast.
Oh, it's so good.
Or a tomahawk.
Yeah.
I have a whole bag full of those discs for disc golf. I never bought one of those either.
Oh, did you not?
Yeah.
Oh, I've found probably 6 or so.
I think I found like 17.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. I keep playing at this place in Louisville called Charlie Vettner disc golf course. It's really hard. It was actually part of the disc golf tour, and it's like super difficult.
Through the woods, yeah?
Yeah, and it's like got canopies and everything.
It's ridiculous.
It is really hard. So not a lot of people go play there unless they're really good. Typically, people aren't losing discs when they're really good.
Right.
Yeah, Iroquois, you might find a lot more disc.
Most I found in water.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean,
because people don't go after them.
No, right. And unlike golf balls, they don't get like waterlogged either.
No, they just lay there.
Yeah. Other than that, I went to the round 1 arcade again because that was super fun. Have you been there?
That's the Jefferson Mall one?
The Jefferson Mall?
I couldn't remember. I've been talking to guys about that at work, and I couldn't remember what it was called.
I went to one in Dayton.
So round one?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. It probably has a lot of the same games and stuff, too.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
I
Really
walked
fun.
through it once.
Huh?
I said I walked through it once.
We need to go. I was telling some friends that, we should schedule a time like on a Sunday to go for like an hour and a half because you could buy an hour and a half ticket that will allow you to swipe and play as much as you want.
Those are dope.
Only on the video games, not the actual ticketed games.
Right, yeah. They don't ever do it on those.
Yeah. Well, the one that main event, was it the main event? They do it, but you don't get tickets
You don't get
for
tickets,
it. You just
but
get
you
to
can
play
play.
'em.
Oh, gotcha.
Which I thought was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Because then you could be like, all right, this little game where I just pull a lever and a ball drops and it goes somewhere.
I'm going to do it 100 times.
Yeah. And you're like, yes, I just scored 1,000 tickets that I don't even get.
Yeah.
But realistically, we played all those games because I took my son, and we played all the arcade games and stuff. And we got a lot of tickets, and we went to the little store. And most, like thinking about all those other places, you don't get a lot of stuff. This was awesome.
Really? Pretty decent?
Man, we had like I had 981 tickets, which was about $40 worth. So we had some from last time and we had some from this time, but let's just round it and say both times I spent $20. So I spent $40 to get about 1,000 tickets. I ended up buying like 2 of these like balls for the kids. Theron picked them all out, but they're just like blown up balls, like the latex balls or whatever, that were probably about 12 inches. They're huge. They're like slightly smaller than basketballs. And one of them was a kickball material. Really good. I needed ping pong balls for my table, and I found a pack of ping pong balls. There's like 6 of them. They're like
Go shopping.
they're not like Sports Craft, but it's the other brand that you'll see a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got some socks for my wife. They're like totally Japanese. That's like Korean. It's like K-pop socks or something. They have like pink and they got sheep all over them, and it's like cute little faces and stuff. And then we got some bouncy balls and stuff, and I still have like 400 tickets left.
You didn't get any finger cuffs or Tootsie Rolls?
No, that's worthless.
Or Army Men with a parachute on it?
Yeah. Or a little plastic jack set that you have to buy each piece individually.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's awful.
Yeah, no, all that is there, and it's like 3 or 5 tickets, but all the other stuff is actually pretty reasonable. I mean, you get a basketball for 1,200 tickets. So, if it is converted properly, like, on average, how many tickets you're going to get, yeah, you're paying more than what you would if you went and bought that item, but you don't get the entertainment value of playing the games. Either.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
it's a very good value trade for being entertained and then turning around and turning in like your tickets for other stuff.
If I remember right, that place has a really good party deal too.
It has a very good party deal. It also has an awesome bowling alley. It has all kinds of stuff. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Did the one that you went to, did it have those crazy claw machines with
Yes.
all the
They're like
Japanese,
huge. They're like this
Yeah.
big.
Japanese pillows in them? Yeah.
It has like 45 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not even exaggerating.
No,
it
I believe
literally
it.
is like that.
Yeah,
many.
Dayton's like that too, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Like 2/3 of it is ticketing games, and then the other third is video games.
And the other third is crazy dance games that you have to actually have talent for.
Yeah, and what's weird is they have all these Japanese games that you sit down, and they're pretty cool because one of them, like I talked about this a long time ago, but you control it with your hands. So it's got these like RF things that read your hands, and you can cast spells by just making different maneuvers with your hands.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you sit down and it's all in Japanese, and you start playing it, and then you realize Japanese arcade games are not like American arcade games where you sit down for 35 seconds and you get killed. You literally are like there for like 15 minutes on like your dollar. You're
That's,
like,
yeah.
oh, is this going to end? It's like I've been literally like, I'm in the wrong mentality now. I just feel like I need to be shoving quarters in. Thanks, America arcade systems.
Yeah.
So it's very, very much worth your money to go, I think.
Yeah.
So
There's another arcade in Columbus, Ohio that's called the Akibara,
yeah.
whatever. And that one has a game in there that is a Japanese game with a table on it. And the idea is you get mad about something. Like there's some situation, the scene that plays out in front of you, and it's like you're talking to your boss or something, and then you just grab his desk and like flip it. So you just you have to grab this table and throw it against the machine as hard as you can, and like then you slam this thing against the machine, and then on the screen it shows like a table flipping over. and like the boss like flying out of the way and everything flying out of the room, and like the amount of damage that you do is your score. And so you
This is fantastic.
It's hilarious. Like you're at the kitchen table or something with your family, and you get mad about something, then you just like throw the table.
That's the whole game.
Yeah, it's the whole game. Like, just how hard could you slam this table up against this machine?
Nice.
That's ridiculous.
It's amazing.
They have some really fun games, I'm telling you. Especially Japanese. They just, you know what?
Yeah.
They have a whole game where you're a fly on the wall and you're just listening on conversations in some very adult situations. And that's the whole game.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
wait, sorry. There's instances where they'll see you and try to kill you. And the whole point of the game then is to live.
Yeah.
And that's like the whole game. I can't remember what the game's name is, but
Are you a mosquito or a fly? I think I saw that one.
maybe it was a mosquito.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
And it actually might be mosquito in Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah. So dumb. Well, anyway, we're going to get some Eric, yeah. I was going to say Eric talked, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to skip anybody. I've been paying attention to the computer to make sure levels are correct and all that stuff since we got new equipment. You can only test so much without the other people here. Anyway, we got some news items. This one is fantastic. This is a real article from USA Today out of, is it Des Moines, Iowa?
Des Moines. Yeah.
I'm not going to read the whole thing, but here's how it starts. A Kansas man asked an Iowa court to grant his motion for trial by combat so he can meet his ex-wife and her attorney on the field of battle, where he will rend their souls from their corporeal bodies.
Wait, that's how he phrased it? Rend their souls?
Yeah. He said corporeal bodies, but he meant corporeal.
Wow.
Anyway, he claims that in court documents that his ex-wife destroyed him legally. He asked the Iowa court district, the district court in Shelby County, to give him 12 weeks lead time to secure or source or forge a katana and wakizashi swords.
and maybe do some sit-ups.
Yeah, and get in shape.
Right.
Apparently, trial by combat's never been explicitly banned or restricted as a right in the United States.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sometimes there's
both parties
you just never
agree.
have you just never have a situation where you think you need that rule. So
That's kind
they
of
was
like
not prepared for this.
that's kind of like how it's illegal to back out of your driveway to a main road in Kentucky. But it's like never enforced. I guess, if you want to trial by combat.
all your there's all the goofy laws.
There's more to the article, but I mean that's all the juicy part there. He says he said that his ex-wife can choose her attorney as a champion or a different stand-in fighter.
This guy watched too much Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
At the end of it, he does say that he doesn't think it's going to happen, but he's literally wasting their time on purpose. It has to be. So anyway, there's that.
That's hilarious.
I just read that, and since it was on an actual like USA Today, it wasn't some weird website that was probably a parody website. Yeah, super funny. George, the scanner app for the CGE game Letter Jam has been released.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can scan all the cards that come with the game that you're playing with, and it'll randomly make up words for everyone.
Perfect.
So it's not like you make a word and pass it to the person to your left or whatever.
This will be a great Scrabble app.
A great scribe.
A Scrabble. Like,
It'll save the game from falling apart, because sometimes you play the game and somebody realizes halfway through, oh, that word that I gave you, I spelled wrong.
Oh,
Do you know? It's like, oh, man.
yeah, that's
not
pretty
a
bad.
word.
That's pretty bad.
Or one person makes a word that's crazy hard, and then the other people have really easy words. So,
that would be George.
yeah. It would.
Weird words.
Foundations of Rome by Arcane Wonders is on Kickstarter now. This is designed by Emerson Matsuchi. It ends February 6th at 10 p.m. I believe that's Central Time. But have you seen this thing? I saw it at Gen Con.
No.
Maybe it was Origins. It was set up. Man, it is crazy.
Doesn't it have a ton of miniature buildings?
Yes.
Okay.
And it just looks amazing. I feel nasally. Do I sound nasally?
Oh, you're all right.
Interesting. I'm kind of getting over being sick a little bit. So anyway, George, you have a couple of things you want to add, right?
There was one that I wanted to mention for sure. Wingspan has another expansion coming out called Oceania.
I remember this.
So it's Australian birds, Pacific Island birds.
Right.
And I'm very excited about it. I don't know what extra rules they're going to add, but I'm hoping that they do, sort of like the last one, where they have, in the European expansion, they have cards that go into effect at the end of the round. And so that was a different thing that they added, and I'm hoping this adds something else as well.
Cool.
So we finally get emus?
Finally get emus. That's exactly right.
Do you think it's not going to fit all in the same box, right? It doesn't fit in the same box now.
No, it doesn't. I have 2 boxes that I cart around. Yep.
Big geeky box.
That's what they need.
Yeah.
They
The
do.
big
It's coming to Kickstarter, I think. No, I don't. No,
the
they're
big
probably not.
span
I think it's
box.
just
Yeah.
it's coming out in the summer, but I don't think it's Kickstarter. So, but they should have an extra box.
It'd be the
when they do.
albatross box.
Well, cool. Anything else?
Just this isn't really news, but I was just very surprised to come across an item on a board game clearance that was Time of Legends, Joan of Arc, the game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Matt, take a guess how much they wanted for that game originally. They marked it down to 400.
What?
Woods? Like
Yeah.
1,000?
Is this with everything? Like all the expansions, like the Kickstarter?
They didn't say. But let's
Okay.
assume, because my God.
Yeah, yeah.
It
I
was
agree.
marked down to 400.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
So you think it might have been 1,000, Eric?
Like,
1600
for everything?
jumped in my head.
Okay. Yeah. It was $3,333.
Oh, I wasn't even close. Wow.
That's
$3,333.
I know there's a lot of boxes, but
Yeah,
that's a lot of money for one game.
400 is a lot for one game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. That's a good discount, though, if you're interested in it.
Yeah.
Jump on it.
Yes, it is.
400? Huh. How much stuff are we looking at?
I have no idea.
That's a lot.
All right, well, let's move on.
Eric will go buy it and piece it out.
We got a little plug for you before we move on to the games we're going to talk about. If you want to support the show, we actually have 2 ways to do this now. The first way is the one we've talked about all the time, which is Humble Bundle. If you go to MeepleCore.com, you click on the orange link that says Humble Bundle Partner Link, you'll be redirected to Humble Bundle. Anything you buy there will have a slider that you can put some money towards our podcast. Obviously, some money goes to charity, to the developer. And the Humble Bundle, you choose the percentage of what you are paying to go to that. There's all kinds of different bundles. Recently, they had the Lord of the Rings bundle where they had a ton of RPG books for the games as PDFs that you can buy. Very reasonable. Normally, you get like 20 books for like $15. It is crazy good deals. If you play a lot of video games, there's a lot of different bundles on there for video games as well. I don't have it up in front of me to talk about any specific bundle, but check it out. Just go to MeepleCore.com, click on that orange link in the middle. And I've created our Patreon account.
Oh, wow.
It is patreon.com/MeepleCore.
Nice.
If you're interested in supporting this show, you can donate money. Patreon basically is like a subscription donation. You might be able to do one-time donations as well, but I know for sure that you can sign up and you will pay like $1 a month or $2 a month or whatever you want to pay. And eventually we're going to have some tiers on rewards for being patron members. And some of the ones that we're going to probably do is like Patreon questions that you can ask, or maybe we'll have certain topic lists, like silly ones and stuff that people can vote on, and that will take precedence, and we'll do a Patreon topic every once in a while and stuff. Excuse me. But anyway, so
risque photos, right?
Yeah. Maybe we'll do some After Dark episodes. Yeah. That'd be fun.
Oh, that would actually be fun.
You could come be a guest on the show.
We'll just get Matt to drink beforehand.
That'd be a good time.
It'll be interesting. We'll get some other guests. Maybe I don't know. We'll do all kinds of stuff. Right now, there's no incentives on there because I just set it up. I wanted to kind of get it set up to see what it's about and everything, and start getting the emails and everything. So you can still subscribe to help us out. Obviously, we have a very light cost monthly for the hosting and stuff. We are not a podcast that is spending hundreds of dollars a month. I don't know how people are doing this. I mean, I guess maybe if you are putting out massive amount of content each month, but it's whatever.
Maybe with promotion.
I don't know. Either way, if you're interested, go to patreon.com/MeepleCore. Chuck some pennies our way, and we appreciate it
very much.
It'll pretty much go into the show 100%.
Yeah.
My two main goals is to get a 4K camera. Not that I'm going to actually record in 4K, but the idea would be that 4K is like 4 times the size, right? And I can zoom in on each of our faces and make it like different scenes, and then I can use key commands to switch between it. So it'll look like we have like a 5 camera setup.
Oh.
It'll look awesome.
Our heads will float around.
That's a clever idea.
Yeah, and I mean it's only a couple $100, $300 or $400 for a good camcorder. I'm not going to buy like a crazy these new mic stands have springs, and if you hit the table, it's like
Patreon will
They're amazing.
pay for spring deadeners.
yeah, spring deadeners.
Yeah, that's first.
And the second thing I would love to get is to upgrade our mics. This is way in the future because they're expensive. They're $400 a piece.
Oh,
but they're Shure SM7Bs, and oh man, I'm eventually going to buy one anyway for studio stuff. But when it comes to singing and everything. Anyway.
Oh, also we're going to be singing. So
yeah, we'll play some tunes for you. So we got 3 games on this episode of the podcast. As always, we have Detective City of Angels, Medium, and We're Doomed. So first up is Detective City of Angels.
Designed by Evan Derrick, artist is Vincent Dutray, and published by Ryder Games.
So City of Angels is a game where it takes place in like a noir setting, like a Dick Tracy, right?
1940s.
There you go.
Right.
And you're detectives and you're trying to work these cases, but you are trying to step on each other. The main goal of the game, it is a competitive game. You're trying to be the best detective and figure out the end goal before the other detectives do. You play over so many days, or which is basically rounds, and at the end of it, you get to make a final guess. But you do also get to guess once throughout the thing if you think you've got enough information to guess. There is that's the competitive version. There's a cooperative version as well. It's basically the same thing, but everyone's on a team. But is it called the sleuth? What's the?
There is a third mode called the sleuth mode, and the sleuth mode is basically a 1-player game. So that,
or is it 1-on-1 or just one solo?
Solo
okay.
mode. And then that way, the person who owns the game can play through the game themselves before they become the chisel.
The chisel, that's the word I was looking for.
Is basically the game master for the others who are playing.
My quick notes, I put DM. I figured that was wrong. But anyway, so you have the chisel, who is basically the storyteller of the game, but they're not telling a story. They're just following through and giving you cards and things like that as you go to places. You have so many actions that you can do each day. Most of the actions pretty self-explanatory. You can move around on the map. You can question a witness. You can search a witness. You can search a place. You can kind of write some paperwork to get some money, things like that. Once you are running around doing this, though, the chisel in the competitive version, they have all these different cards that have responses on them depending on who you're asking what. You can ask this person about this other person, and they'll have a list of responses that the chisel can decide how to set it and hand it to that player in secret, and that person's going to read the response and hand it back. And then there's ways you can think, yeah, I don't think that response was very good, and you can challenge that. You have so many of these things that you can use to challenge it to get the best result, but if you're wrong, then the chisel gets to keep that and use it against you later on if he wants to.
Yes, of all the responses, one of them is considered the best response, and if that's not the one that you get, you can challenge.
Yeah.
But if you're wrong, you've paid a price.
Correct, yeah. So there's not a whole lot to talk about the game because a lot of the game is the story and what's unfolding. I mean, other than once you know the 4 actions that you can basically take, or 5 or whatever it is, that's it. And then you just move around on this board to do that stuff.
Yeah. At the end of the game, you have to say who the killer was. It's usually a death is the crime. Who's the killer? What was the weapon? and what was the motive behind it.
And then you do get a list of motives to choose from.
Typically, a couple of those work out.
Right.
It's not just one solid motive.
Yeah, 2 or 3 out of the list of 16.
Yep. In the cooperative game, it's basically the same thing, but it is worth noting that the chisel at this point is going to kind of do voice acting because you're going to read it off to him. Is that how it actually says it in the book, or how you just
I'm sure you don't have to, but it is better.
That's how I do it.
Right.
That's how you do it.
I find it much more fun.
Yeah. At least on the chisel aspect of it.
Yeah. All right. So we could pretty much talk about it. If there's anything else you want to bring up about the game, I mean, it is worth noting that you do get a piece of paper that's kind of like a clue sheet, and it'll have like a grid or like a matrix where you have like the people across the top and the suspects down the side. And,
right. I asked this lady about this knife. What was said during that?
Yeah, and you fill in like column A and row B, and that's those two people intersecting, and you're going to write down the clues there and kind of keep track of what you've been doing. So there is that, but otherwise, it's a pretty simple game, I think.
It is.
So, all right, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
George, you want to start?
Okay.
Let's 2 things real quick before we start this. One, let's focus on the competitive version first.
Sure. Okay.
Or unless you want to start with the cooperative.
It's up to you.
All right, let's do the competitive version, and then also keep spoilers to a minimal as far as the actual story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because otherwise, you'll go in and play this, and then you'll know what to pick.
Right. One nice thing about the game is that as the chisel, if you're the person who is owning the game, being the chisel, you can play the game multiple times as the chisel, even though
different groups,
even though the story doesn't change because you play with different groups.
Right.
Exactly. Whereas if you're playing as the player, then yes, there's one story, and then you know how it ends, and that's it. But in the game itself, it comes with, I think, 8 cases in the box, but then there's an expansion that adds another 4, and another expansion which is adding another, 4 or 6. And then there's also a method that people can come up with their own community scenarios.
That'd be pretty interesting.
I never looked it up, but are there quite a bit of those?
There are 4 currently. I haven't played any of them, but I'm looking forward to doing so.
Nice.
And out of those 4, 3 of them were created by the same individual. And but what I think is really cool is they've taken the setting and completely changed it so that instead of 1940s LA, well, actually it's probably still 1940s LA, but it's Toontown.
Oh, so it's like Roger Rabbit.
Exactly.
Right.
It's Roger Rabbit. So they have 3 cases that are from Toontown, and I can't wait to see how it goes.
That's pretty awesome. They need to make a game like this that takes place like in medieval times.
But you absolutely could.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, and it shows you they
I mean, there's no forensics or anything, but you can stab people.
Absolutely. Ryder Games, they go through step by step and teach you how to make one of these scenarios and how they did it. So then you can just play with that formula yourself.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's really, it's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Matter of time, and we'll have more and more cases, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unlike probably a lot of people, we played this game cooperatively first, and then we played it competitively, specifically so we can talk about it.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, I was surprised how much I enjoyed the competitive version.
I did too. I was like, it's not going to beat the cooperative version.
Yeah, actually, I think I like it way better.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
But I will say that your job looked boring.
Yeah, I have absolutely the opposite reaction.
Yeah, there's nothing going. Like, it's not like you're telling the story. You're just picking things.
I'm picking things and handing out cards, and everybody's sitting around waiting for that to happen.
Yeah,
mostly silently. It's miserable, honestly.
Yeah, and it was much fun. It was more fun to see you play the cooperative version,
right?
Because then you can voice act and things like that.
Yeah. More
little role play.
Yeah.
And people who enjoy that kind of role playing can really get into the game cooperatively.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I've seen players that are usually just not involved in board games very much really get involved with this. And so to me, the cooperative way has become my favorite way to play the game for sure.
Yeah.
By miles.
That's fair. I wonder if it would be best to like play through it competitively, like all the scenarios, and then be the chisel. Either competitive or cooperative, because then you already know the storyline anyway, and you've experienced it the true way.
That'd be a nice way to do it.
Yeah. But anyway, I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. It was very, very good. The competitive part of it, really only because we play with people who I think were equally skilled in deducing.
Sure.
If you're playing with people who aren't very good at deducing like story information into some sort of motive, then you play cooperatively with them and you kind of help them along. Because then everybody is, because if you're playing competitively, you get information that no one else has. And then you have to put that you have to think by yourself, what was the motive behind this? What was this character thinking?
Where
were they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or what do I do next? And then, you can piggyback off other people and just follow them around.
Well, I would say with that, competitively, you can use these, pay money to bribe and get that information as well.
Yeah. And actually, before I forget anything, I did not mention that in the competitive version, each player gets a special ability that you can use once.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric, I think you used yours way too early and wrong. You should have.
I just took some money from you guys.
It was $2 a piece, but you know what? You have to wait until they give you the best answer and then siphon their money away from them so they can't listen in.
Oh,
because one of the actions is if they go and ask somebody something, each person and player order can choose to send out their spy. Was it called as a spy?
Snitch.
Snitch.
Mm-hmm.
And you can choose to like listen in on their conversation, but it costs like $3.
Yeah.
But if you stole $2 from those players, I mean, they may not even be able to afford it at that point. And I thought that at the very end of the game, because that one information that I got that you were like, well, that changes everything. If I would have had your ability and did that and stole your money away from me, at that point you had like $10, so it didn't matter. But the idea would be to like stop at least 2 other players from getting information that's pretty critical.
Yeah, maybe that's a misplay. I still won though.
I won first. Not really. I mean, I did, but I didn't. I had it solved the round before, and I wrote down 2 things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I had it solved.
You had a 50%
didn't count though,
chance.
Tim.
Whatever.
Didn't count.
I didn't even change it. I was like, this one is what I kind of think it is, but I went with the obvious, which was obviously wrong. Like,
never go for the obvious.
Yeah.
Actually, I was going to say that is one thing you kind of liked about the game is there's a lot of games like this where, you get enough information where it just tells you it was this lady and she did it with this knife and for this reason. And in playing this one out, you get some of that information and you do have to kind of deduce. It's like, oh, why would she do that? And it's not going to say she did it because she was.
Yeah, you never get the absolute answer. You have to figure that out based on the information you got.
You also have to know what person to ask and what about.
Yeah.
To get the right information too. One thing I don't think I liked about it though was that kind of like first come first serve stuff that happened over on the left side. And that's just maybe because I didn't get to see hardly any of them.
Yes.
Because if you're the first person to a site to search it, you might get a small little clue.
Yeah.
But then it goes face down and nobody else gets it.
For a couple rounds.
But I will say.
No, we're talking about the one that was near you.
No, the one that gets like processed.
Right.
Off to the left, like only that player sees it.
It gets archived.
Or archived, yeah.
Yeah, but that's only for a certain number of days. Unless you're that close to the end of the game, then nobody's going to see it. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why.
You can't always go and get that information from them, though. Like hidden card.
I didn't think you could.
The game runs 12 days, and or however many days, depending on how many players. And then if you get information that can be archived, then you take that information yourself. And if several days later, it then becomes public to everyone. Unless you're close enough to the end of the game.
We're talking about those little small cards that were off to the left of the board.
That's what those were. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah. Oh, I thought those were just like once you saw them, that was it. Like,
no, that's just the term is to archive them. That's it.
Oh, I thought those were gone too.
Okay, well then, yeah, I thought you couldn't look at them. But I was going to say,
you can't. No, you can't. That's right.
So you can't look at them.
No, but you could pay money to
look at them
to get it.
You have to go to like a police station.
You have to go.
Pay money.
We're not talking about the cards that people get. Like an item and stuff like that.
They usually look like newspaper clippings or something off to the left.
That describes the location that you just went to.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, there are some cards that it's going to be first come, first serve,
Which kind of makes sense because the first person there already uncovered something or took something. You can't go there and find that same item.
That makes sense. He's a corrupt cop if he's gonna hold on to stuff.
Yeah, you're absolutely corrupt cops. Every one of you.
All right, what makes sense?
I mean, you're paying snitches to bribe different people and steal information. Like, you're absolutely
That's
corrupt.
true. I guess you can shake people down.
Yeah. Well,
You're getting kickbacks from the mob too to get your money.
me saying
All
I don't
right,
like
all right.
me saying I didn't like it though was just probably just because I didn't benefit from it. But I will say I wasn't that far behind you guys.
I don't
As
think any of
far
those
as-
really mattered. I think maybe if you
I think they just more or less lead you in a new location to go to, anyways. I
gave
think,
you some
right? So
Typically.
information.
yeah.
Yeah.
so it might not be as important as
But
I
there's
thought. But
a lot of times there was more
wanted to
than
look at
one
them.
way to get that information.
Right.
I think that's part of the setup. That it's not. There's not going to be something that is just one way to get.
Right.
Otherwise, yeah, it would totally be unfair.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's never going to be the case.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get it. I think Eric got like 90% of those anyway.
yeah,
You guys are too slow.
We just let you go there first. We were just hanging back, talking with the mob,
paying our snitches.
getting some money. Yeah, paying our snitches.
So one thing I'll say is the noir themes is not my favorite. I usually dislike games with that type of theme, but in this one, I thought the artwork was great, the storylines were great, and so I thought it immersed you enough where I did actually enjoy even the theme of this game.
I mean, missed opportunity that the hats aren't to scale with the miniatures, but there's these little hats that you kind of mark things with,
Yeah.
like fedoras or whatever, and they are slightly too big for your miniature's head. So when you put them on there, it just engulfs like top part of their body. But if they were to scale, I mean that's like watching those videos on Instagram where things just fit perfectly, and it's like satisfying. Be like that.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I like the turn structure. Like,
Yeah, I thought it was fine. A couple people I noticed said they didn't like the downtime. However, I didn't really notice the downtime because I tried to pay attention.
oh
to
yeah,
you,
man,
as you're taking your turns. Like, okay, he got some good
Yeah.
information. I'm gonna hit that.
you
spot
gotta
up
read
too.
the people at the table.
They're just
Why is he-
spacing out.
Why
yeah.
are you going over there?
yeah. There's always you do
What are you doing there?
as well, right?
Why you look so interested in that card?
Yeah,
What's going on here?
Eric goes to a place that matters nothing.
But that was Matt.
Oh, was it Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then everybody follows
Everybody
you.
followed him and it got no.
Oh, when I
information.
led you all astray. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Matt.
That was good. It's so different.
Even George even had to write to me like, is there something I'm not catching? Or are you just bluffing? I was
Oh, that's why he got the paper out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Because
like, what is happening?
You pulled out the paper. I was like, what is this?
He's good, yeah.
I want a secret note.
I was just taking a blind shot in the dark. I was just seeing if I could come across something.
That's fantastic. Because I guess you moved there anyway or something, or were you literally just going somewhere? To
I was
see
just
what-
picking a random spot. I was like, let me just try here and see if there's something here.
Yeah, don't do that, guys.
He was just wasting your time.
Yeah,
We did that with one of the
no,
episodes.
but we did it for a purpose.
Well,
because-
yeah, because it's like a hotel or something.
right.
We
It
just-
said something.
Well, there's
in the
only a
story
couple of
about a
them.
hotel. Yeah,
Right,
And we
if
was like,
it's- yeah.
that's the closest hotel. Let's go to it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe a
Okay.
spoiler now.
Don't
but-
spoil, but yeah, but no, there could be story information that leads you to think this location on the map could be important, even though
Right.
nobody has told you to go there. Like, you just put two and two together. It's like, oh, maybe something happened at the baseball stadium because of this, you know?
Right.
And then you go there and you find something actually is there,
Something- right.
and that's kind of rewarding.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this isn't spoilers because I'm just making it up, but it could be like you question a witness and he lived out by the train tracks over by this thing, and you look and on the map there might be two locations, and so you can deduce it and just hit both of those locations and see what happens.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll get really lucky.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I love the system. It's really good. It's interesting to me how different this game is, competitive versus cooperative. And I'd
It
be
is different.
interested, for those of you who've played it both ways, like if you were giving it a rating out of 10, you know, like how would you rate the two?
Are you talking
Because-
about playing it as a player or
as a
the
player?
chisel?
Well, you haven't been the chisel, so.
Right. Yeah. Oh no. Well, not,
I don't think I'd ever want to be.
asking the audience.
I have been the chisel, and I can say it's night and day. Like, I would say, if I'm playing cooperatively,
Mm-hmm.
and then all the players are like talking amongst each other, you know, every round, and you know they're able to interact with the story and talk to each other about what the story might be, and really role play it. For me, as the chisel, that's a 10. Like, this is
Right,
game
yeah.
of the year for me. But if I'm playing as the chisel, where I'm just handing a card silently to you, would you like to bribe a snitch? No? Yes? Okay. Here, I'll hand it to this person now.
I guess the most you can do
It's-
is chuckle like, aha,
It's
it's
like-
them the
it's like
second best response.
It's like a 3 or a 4, honestly.
It's like
Oh,
you're
really? Was
a
it?
mute
Yeah, much
messenger.
different.
Yeah, I have no desire to play it that way again.
Ah.
George is an app.
Yeah, George is an app.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering to myself now. I'm gonna check this out. I hadn't thought of this, but if you play the sleuth way where you're playing solo,
Yeah.
why not couldn't that work for everybody? And you don't even need a chisel at that point.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like maybe that would work out. I don't know. But
Yeah, they definitely can come out with a way to do it, either app form or a booklet or something.
absolutely. It's not great.
I mean,
me.
I guess,
Yeah.
as the chisel in a competitive game, you are still trying to win alone.
Yes, you are.
You are trying
You're
to win.
trying to trick everybody.
Correct.
Yeah.
So maybe you can choose responses that are different than what other people got.
Yeah, no, you're trying to manage what information everyone has.
Yeah.
That's not terribly exciting.
No, that's fair.
Nah.
It is. Because you have no one to talk to, nothing
There's
to...
nothing to bounce anything off of.
Like, we have these sheets that you can write all this stuff down, and you're, like, cross-referencing other information you got previously.
And
it's
in a
like-
competitive game, we're not actually bouncing any kind of information off either. But
No.
but we are, in essence, using each other for information as well.
Well, yeah, because it's like a poker game where you're reading other people's actions or
Right.
reading what they're saying, or
Right.
they'll read a card and be like, what? Even if they look at a card and they have an excited face, if they're not good at hiding it, you're like, oh yeah, I need to go there and figure out what that said. If they get a card and they read it and they're like, meh, they spin a hat and they're like, meh, you're like, okay, or not a hat, but the little token.
Sure.
Then you're, I'm not going there. I ain't asking that person about anything. That sounds like a waste of time.
So I don't know. I mean, what would you say as far as your experiences?
for me,
I know you like the competitive. I know you like that pretty well. But
Actually, as a player, I did end up liking the competitive, but they're so different in how they play. It is different, but I enjoyed both ways. But like you said, I know there's going to be a big difference for the chisel player on the amount of interactivity and how they can play the game as well.
Are you going to give a rating, or you just...
Rating? I don't know.
I mean, we don't have to. I'm just saying.
Okay, let me think about it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I mean, I would probably say it was pretty high. I would say maybe an 8 for competitive, maybe a 7, maybe a 6 for... Like, each successive play of cooperative, for me, is probably going to be meh. Like, okay, that was cool. But, the cool thing about the competitiveness is that you eliminate any kind of alpha gamer, and you don't have anybody saying, no, it has to be this because of this and this. And you're like, what are you talking about? But it does bring like that handicap player up, because maybe they're not good at understanding or piecing together,
right.
Storyline.
Yeah.
So,
or there may be people who just enjoy,
or they're not
the
like
story.
terrible game, like crazy gamers.
They're not competitive people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice that there's different ways to play it.
I like it quite a bit, though. I'm looking forward to playing it more, for sure.
Yeah.
I probably would prefer it competitive, but I understand the chisel part is... like, I'm just watching George. I'm like, yeah. He had way more fun when we were doing the cooperative thing.
It really did, yeah.
So,
I mean, it really does become like improv acting.
Yeah.
Because if you're the chisel and you're answering to the entire table because they're working together as a team when they ask a question, then you can throw in extra lines. You can
Right. That's what I was going to say
extend
too.
your answers a little bit.
You don't really have to say exactly what's on the card.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
it's just to throw them off.
Well, I mean, you're not. No, you're not.
I was gonna a sandwich. Oh, we gotta go to the store. We gotta go to the sandwich shop that's down the street.
You don't go off script that much, but but you could have a little more fun with it for sure.
Right.
Well, cool. Any final things before we move on?
I'll give it a rating real quick. I do like the game a lot, and I like it both ways. I would say it's like a 9 cooperative and like maybe a 9.5.
Oh, Eric's a fan. Eric's a fan. He hit that. What about you, Matt?
I liked it. I haven't played the co-op. It sounds a lot more fun. But I did enjoy this. I do like deduction games, and it's not like super heavy like Alchemist or nothing, but I mean it's fairly light. And
you didn't play Detective by Portal Games. Don't even play that one. Just play this one.
Oh yeah. No, but I liked it.
I like that one too. They are different.
Yes. They are very different.
Well, cool. Yeah, I think all of us highly recommend it. So if you haven't checked out Detective City of Angels, you are doing yourself a disservice. I would definitely check it out. It's very, very good.
Top class. It's Van Ryder's best game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I would say so.
Yeah.
And for me, game of the year.
Nice. Well, cool. That is Detective City of Angels. Next up on the podcast, we have Medium.
Designed by Danielle DeLay, Lindsay Sherwood, and Nathan Thornton. Artist is Sarah Kelly, and published by Greater Than Games.
So in Medium, you're going to be working together with the player to your left and the player to your right. You two, each team, you're going to score points in between you. And at the end of the game, whoever has the most points as a team, those two players are going to win. So you technically have two chances to win. The whole game is about trying to make a psychic link with one of your teammates and say the same word based on some other things. So here's how it works. You're going to sit around at the table, and you're going to have a handful of cards, depending on the number of players you add into the game or whatever. And each card just has one word, and you will have a hand of 6 of these cards. Now, say it's my turn, and the player to my left is Eric. In this case, Eric's going to choose one of his cards from his hand and put it face up on the table. Pick a word, Eric.
Bear.
He picks bear. And then I'll look through my hand of cards and say, what can I get, or which card can I play that will allow us to say the same word? So maybe I'll pick forest. So I'll put forest down, and now we have bear and forest. We think about it in our own heads. There's no discussion. You can't talk about it. And at the same time, when we're both ready, we're going to count down from 3. We're going to say 3, 2, 1, and then say the medium. The medium is hopefully going to be the exact same word for both of us. So let's try this, Eric.
Oh, man.
Are you ready?
Do bee.
Do what?
Honey and bee.
It's honey and bee. No. Bear and forest.
Bear and forest.
We got
All
ourselves
right.
in this situation. Bear and forest. All right.
Okay.
Ready to count down?
Sure.
3. We got to count 1 through.
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
Hibernate.
Camping.
Camping.
Well, I mean, you camp in a forest, and sometimes you see bears.
All right.
Yeah.
So we didn't get it right, but if we did get it right, we would get to pick one of the tokens from the first guess pile, which is worth 5 or 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really a right, but if you just happen to say the same word, it's
Yeah,
that's right.
Right. You don't have to be right. We could both say tomato, and
Yeah.
if we, obviously didn't cheat,
But
and
what
talk
just-
about it beforehand.
what actually happened is you said camping, and Eric, you said
Hibernate.
okay. So obviously not
Round 2.
the same.
Yeah. So round 2. Now we'll take these 2 words. Now, much like every other word game, you can't say the same. You can't say the words that have been part of this situation. So we can't say bear. We can't say forest. We can't say camping. We can't say hibernate or anything that includes that. So Eric, hibernate and camping. Ready?
Sure.
3, 2, 1.
Sleeping
Sleep.
bag.
Oh, there we go. We worked out. Even though he said sleeping bag, I said sleep. So we both got sleep. We got it right. We'll now take a token from the second guess pile, which is worth 6, 5, 4 or 3 points. If we got a third try, we would get 2 or 1 points. So it's, and that's it. And you just go around the table. You keep going until you go through 2/3 of the deck. And then at that point, you would have, in the beginning, shuffled in some of these little crystal ball cards. Once all 3 of those come out, you play till the end of the round, and then you count up points. Before we do that, though, it is worth noting that everybody has, or if you want to play with this, everybody has 2 special abilities. One of them is a psychic link, and the other one is a mind meld, or maybe they're just called mind melds. One of them just allows you to get rid of all your cards and draw new cards. The other one, though, is called psychic link. And if you think, if Eric and I were going and we said forest and bear, and maybe George or Matt was, thinking, oh man, I really think they're going to say this word, you can jump in on the first guess. You can't do it on the second or third, but it'll allow you to try to get points off of their turn. So they'll join in as well. So if Matt flipped over a psychic link, he would say a word with us on that first try. And as long as he matches with one of this, he will get the points from the first try pile as well. If you don't use any of your mind melds, there were 2 points apiece. And then that's it. You just play until you finish the rounds. And then whoever has the most points as a team, those 2 players will win the game. So,
Yes. What recently happened with the sleeping and the sleeping bag, this has one of my favorite rules in a board game ever. Because
Be cool.
the rule just said,
cool.
be cool.
be cool.
If it's close enough, it's close enough. Be cool.
Yeah, be cool. Realistically, if I said sleeping and Eric said hibernate, that was probably close enough.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be cool.
Be cool. I would let it go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had that, and we had another rule. I think it might have been in the game. and that was keep it moving.
That's a rule, yeah.
Is it?
And I think another rule is one that you guys weren't doing properly just now. You're supposed to look each other in the eye to establish the psychic link.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
don't
really,
know if you had to do all that.
we're like staring at the camera. It's hard to turn my head to the side.
That's why you didn't get it
Right.
initially.
The one thing that you said earlier was you don't have to be right, and that's absolutely true because we had a situation where
Oh, you're going to talk about it.
we're gonna bring it up, man. Okay, we're gonna bring it up.
I wasn't going to do it.
It's being brought up. Basically, I was playing with one of our friends, Sean, and he flipped out a card that said Voyage, and I flipped out a card that said Flower, and we're totally thinking Mayflower.
I
So
thought it was
like,
flower and ship.
no, it was Voyage.
It was Voyage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Voyage in Flower. So, we're thinking Mayflower. So it's 3, 2, 1, Christopher Columbus. we're high-fiving all over the place. And Matt's like, no.
Matt and I are looking at each other like, what just happened?
So historically, we got it wrong. However,
Completely.
You were on the same link, though.
we were psychically
yeah.
on the
You were
same wrong
psychically
path.
wrong
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, we were. And that's all
fine.
that matters.
That's fine.
It's amazing.
Yep. We played this game so much. What do you think about this, Eric?
No, I liked it a lot. I will say that I think the downtime for
It's abysmal.
Yeah, I forgot how many players we played with. I think more than 6.
Recently, I think we had 7, and yeah,
Like I think the box says like 3 to 6 or something.
we had 7, and then one time we had 8.
Okay.
I think it's a 4 and 5 player game.
Right, yeah, maybe like a 3 or 4.
No, not
Yeah,
3.
maybe
You have
5,
if you're
I
playing
don't know.
3, it's not even. I mean, you're having fun at 3,
Right,
but
you're
you have
always in it.
You have 2/3 of the chance to win.
Now I think they can do one small change and maybe incorporate more interactivity with those that aren't being the 2 that are guessing, and that would be everybody to like just write down what they would put. And if they match with like one player,
Isn't
then
that
they
the
get 1
psychic
point.
link?
Well, mine's different. You do it every round instead of
Yeah.
Well, if you have 8 players, sometimes it was 15 or 20 minutes before it was back to your turn, and that's why
Yes.
the game felt like it kind of dragged on, and
It can go long.
it was a long game for what it is because at that player count, you only played 1/4 of the game. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, we didn't even complete the game, and we stopped early. It was such a long game,
Right.
but it was still very enjoyable because
But
you
actually-
talk about the answers that people give.
Oh, you're talking about the 8 player game we just played?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, even at that, it was still fun. It was ruckusy, and we ragged on each other and all that. But after that happens for a while, an hour in,
yeah.
it was like, oh, okay, we're
An
we're
hour-long
on.
party game is kind of like, okay, especially when only 2 people are actually doing something at the time.
Right. I'll sort of piggyback on your house rule and say that I absolutely agree with you. I think that a house rule for this one, if you have that many people, everyone get into a group chat on your phones.
Oh.
Right? And then the people who are actually doing it don't get to look at their phone, obviously. But then everyone else types out what they're going to say, and then they hit enter at the same time.
Or just get a board that's dry erase or something. Write down what you think that they're going to say. Everybody reveals, and once they said it, if you match with like one person, you get 1 point. If you match with both people, you get 2 points. And as long as you do that,
I don't even know if you need points, just to have something to do while it's going on.
all right.
It's still fun.
Yeah.
When we were playing, Kat and I were signing to each other because you guys don't know sign language.
Cheat.
We were playing every round. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That keeps you in the
Involved.
game even
Yeah.
or involved even when it's not your turn.
Yeah. Well, the 2 things that I would criticize it most for is that one, those special powers are cool. One of them is great, the psychic link. The other one that just lets you draw new cards, meh. I mean, it didn't add anything. I mean,
I will say if you have nothing,
there's situations, but
right. If you
it's
have
not worth
nothing-
dropping 2 points to do so.
No.
That's
Not that the game's about
necessarily
points.
True.
Not that it's about points.
Because you're dropping 2 points. Like if I have nothing that I can play that matches your card to get some kind of connection between us, I might sacrifice 2 points to get 6 more cards.
Yeah.
So that would give us a possibility of getting 5 or 6 points.
You could, yeah.
Or if I play the card I have right now, it is unlikely that we would match together. So in those cases, I think there's a use for them, but we didn't use them very often.
Either way, it'd be cooler to have like a stack of these cards, like have a bunch of them, and then you get to draw one if you either don't complete a round, like if you're guessing with somebody.
Yeah, I got catch up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or even if you get like it on the third try, because that's only like 1 or 2 points instead of like 6. So it'd be cool if those were used as more of a catch-up mechanism.
I do like that, yeah.
And especially if all of them are interactive, like the Psychic Link, where you get to interact with other players on their turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's an expansion for the game which has another card that has a power.
It's called Second Sight.
Second Sight, yeah. And I believe the power that comes with that one is that you play the card, and then the 2 cards that the other players have put out, you get to exchange one of them for one of your own. So you're like, no, that's easy. No, you get,
Yeah.
Oh, there has been
spider
times
kite or something weird.
There's like, oh my goodness, it's
like
so
hammer and screwdriver.
No, that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Well, tool, but like what?
But then you exchange it with
You're
like
like,
spider.
oh no, yeah, spider.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, hammer and spider, dead.
Okay, that's still easy. So I don't know. Maybe not that.
The other thing I was going to say is that the card should really have a couple of different options on each one.
It's crazy that they have one word on each card.
One word, like 8 times. But
right.
in
Down
talking
one
about,
side, down the other
But you
side,
can
in the
display
middle.
it different ways, Tim.
that's true. You can. You can get massively creative with these really slick dry erase cards. At this point, you should just write your own down. But which is actually kind of interesting that this game didn't come with blank cards to make up stuff.
Make your own.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't really see the necessity for it to be in categories. Like there's.
Oh, actually, I was gonna talk about that. So for a party game, I thought, which I didn't read the rules or anything. You guys set it all up, but it seemed like there was unnecessary setup and teardown by pointing out all these decks that supposedly goes better together.
Yeah, there's like 15 decks, and each one's like 8 or 10 cards. I can't remember, and you have to pick one deck of cards for all the players minus 1. So if you're playing with 8 people, you got 7 of these card decks, and you shuffle them together. And I guess it's supposed to make the words kind of in the same realm of stuff.
Yeah.
We played mock-ups of this game before we had it with
random cards.
What was the game? When I Dream.
Yeah, you could use any cards you want. I honestly do think that the reason they did that is so that there was a reason to buy the game, But there is a reason. The game is amazing. Support the designer.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Absolutely do that. It's a wonderful party game. But honestly, those special cards that you use and the having categories, I think someone came up with this great idea for a game, and it was like, oh yeah, but nobody needs to buy that. And then okay, well here's how we deal with that.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but
we
honestly,
have to make the deck out.
This is such any set of nouns, and there you are.
Yeah, I will say we basically print and played this game for many, many times. And I liked it so much that I bought it because, at that point, I think that you should support them if you're playing it that much.
Yeah, it is a brilliant game. It's a great party game.
The only reason I am okay with buying the expansion, one, because it comes with that other special ability, but it comes with just more cards. Like,
is it just the one special ability?
It's that one. It's like 8 copies of that special ability, and then like 8 more decks of cards.
Yeah.
And if they did not fit in the base game box, I would not buy it. But now that I read that it does fit, I'll buy it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's cool to have more cards, but they could have put 2 words on every card, and you have
had the choice.
A massive amount. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
which is why we use the cards from When I Dream.
Yeah, because it has 2 on each side, so there's 4 total on each card.
Yeah.
But if you like the game, definitely buy it. It is really fun. It's a great party game. Although I'm not sure I'll bust it out with that many players again. That was crazy.
No, I've seen people say that when you have that many players, have 2 players, 2 pairs going around the table on opposite sides at a time as well.
Oh, but you're gonna miss stuff.
You're gonna miss out. You are gonna miss out.
Right?
It is really fun to discuss what just happened
and make fun of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
What were you thinking?
Where'd you get raisins from? I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's wrap this one up. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Matt, George, Eric.
I really liked it.
Cool. I want to see an expansion with a ton of special abilities, catch-up mechanism.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. It's called fake psychic. Just start making stuff up. Palm readers. I don't know.
As opposed to like a real psychic. Okay.
That's fair. Anyway, that is Medium. And so for the third game and final game that we're doing on this episode, it's We're Doomed.
Designed by Mike Horton. Artist is also Mike Horton, and it's published by Breaking Games.
And just to be discreet, Breaking Games did send us a review copy for this game, so keep that in mind.
Discreet is the wrong word.
To be transparent.
There you go.
Being discreet would not announce that.
Oh, yeah.
Be the opposite.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you. My bad. So in this game, you have 15 minutes as a team to try to build a spaceship to get off the planet, because basically the planet is doomed, but you are trying to build a spaceship that has more and more seats. But it takes
seats are expensive.
Yeah, they take a lot of resources to create, apparently. So
the first seat is very expensive.
The first seat's always 40, and then it's 10 from there each. So 50 is 2, 60 is 3, etc. And that's how many players can actually win the game. And you can play this game, I believe it's up to 10 players, maybe. I don't remember. But Matt, you still have it up? While he's looking it up,
10 players, 4 to 10.
Yeah, there are basically 5 actions that you can do, and everybody's going to take turns in a row doing one action. And at the end of that, there's a bidding round that you're going to throw resource tokens into the box, which is also at the end of the game how many seats that you can build, because you'll count up all these resources. And then whoever bid the most at that end of the round will be first player for the next round. They also get an influence, and they get to draw a card from this massive event deck. And a lot of these cards are meant to, some of them are to waste time. Like maybe it's a hot potato. You have to hand it to somebody who has the last name alphabetically first, and then that player has to hand it to whoever has the next birthday and stuff like that. Some of the cards actually will allow you to gather a bunch of influence, but maybe you have to put the card on the top of your head and leave it there the whole game. And if it falls, then you lose all your influence. The reason you need influence is because at the end of the 15-minute timer, whoever has the most influence gets the first available seat, so on and so forth, and those players are the winners, and everybody else loses. You can be eliminated from the game, though. So there are 5 actions that you can do, and on your turn, you get to do one of these actions. You can gain 2 resources. You can indoctrinate, which is to gain 1 influence. You can propagandize, which is spend a resource to steal 1 influence from a player. You can invade, which will spend 1 influence to steal 2 resources from a player. Or you can nuke, which you spend 8 resources to eliminate a player. Now, there are 5 different types of these. What are these called? Like
countries.
Not really countries, but it's like political views, like theocracy, democracy, corporatocracy, corporatocracy. There's 5 of them because what it is each one has a special bonus, and the special bonus is kind of like a discount for one of the 5 actions. For instance, the one that can actually nuke, instead of spending 8 resources, still spends 5. Or the other ones, maybe instead of spending resources to steal, they get to do it for free. Things like that. And so that's pretty much the game. I mean, you just take a turn apiece, and then at the end you bid, and then you just keep going on and on and on until the timer runs out, and people win or people don't.
Which I would say, it is a 15-minute timer. And you kind of you want to keep up the pace because you want to get as much done in the smallest amount of time, which is 15 minutes. Yeah.
The timer component is the best thing about it. It's amazing.
the
massive timer.
Which
the hourglass it comes with is fantastic.
Awesome. And we actually timed it as we played, and we did a stopwatch. So it was a few seconds off, but it's pretty much really close to 15 minutes.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good in comparison to most games that come with sand timers.
Right. Unnecessary because in these days everybody has a phone, and you probably want to just use that if you want to get, right at 15 minutes. But and you're not, having to watch this sand timer the whole time. but it was a nice touch, and it's a very nice timer.
Yeah, actually, the components of the game are pretty nice. I mean, the card stock's pretty nice. The tokens are nice. It comes with 2 different bags, one for resources and one for influence. And that's kind of like the current player marker as well. Because you're passing these bags to the person to your left.
Right.
And then they take what they, you have to announce what you're doing. You can't do it in secret. But you can take a thing out and be like, I'm taking 2 resources and pass it. Or somebody's sitting there thinking, you're like, dude, hurry up before I nuke you.
Yeah, the reason you're passing the bag is to waste time. Like it's causing you to spend your time.
Actually, there is
the
a rule in the game, I believe, that if someone's wasting time, you can all vote to like just eliminate them. Was that?
I thought you started a countdown or something.
Yeah, you start like the whole
10, 9, 8.
Yeah.
Everybody starts counting down, and if they get to 0, you die.
Nice. Yeah.
Which I don't know why you would need that much time, but
If they're deliberately
just
stalling.
oh yeah, I guess if they are stalling, right? Because maybe there's only 1 seat and they have a massive amount of influence.
They'll be like, I'm not going to do anything for
and
5 more minutes.
And if the bag gets to George, he's going to nuke him. So I might hold off a little bit. Yeah.
And this stack of cards that you can get when you put in the most chips and you get one of these cards, they can either be a public
really good.
A public event that you read out to everyone, or something that you keep privately. Maybe that private card says, if you lose the game by running out of time, you actually win the game.
Yeah.
It could be something crazy like that.
And there's some of them that will modify the game rules, some that, like I said earlier, just waste time. And
yeah, so you never know, should you trust
it is a smorgasbord of different
and it is
things.
It's a huge deck of cards too, which is really nice because it's going to take so many games for you to go through that deck.
That is true, because there is probably maybe 60 or so, maybe more. I mean, it's a pretty massive deck of cards.
A lot.
Matt, what'd you think about this one?
I like this game. Usually when there's player elimination, I say boo to it, but it's 15 minutes long. And it can be entertaining even when people are eliminated, be it nuked. Unfortunately, there was a card that killed someone, I think, like on the first turn.
It was Kat. And she was taken out like 2 minutes in the game.
Yeah. So again, that's really unfortunate, but this is a game, if you wanted to, I guess, kind of play like 2-3 times in a row.
Yeah, it's definitely a party game. I consider it a convention game.
Yeah, so I mean, you can just sit out, wait till the next game, and get back to it. And it is entertaining, the interactions with everybody and all the kind of smack talk that kind of goes on, and taking stuff from everybody. So it's kind of just a big take that fest, but
it is definitely a take that fest.
Agreed. Yeah.
So,
but I don't see any reason to kill anyone unless they have more influence than you.
Right.
Because otherwise they just don't contribute to the pot. But at the same time, if you have, does the game go the same speed if you have, because every time we played it, we played with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever we play it with 3, I mean, the rounds keep going and going and going. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but it doesn't change the amount of build tokens that you need.
And that's what I'm saying.
You got to go fast. It doesn't change it, really.
Right. So is the outcome the same at that point?
I don't think so, because the more rounds that you go, then that means you have to read more of those event cards. And every time someone stops to read one of those event cards, you're wasting time.
That's true.
So it's much harder with a smaller number of people, I would say.
Yeah. What'd you think about it, Eric?
Well, I wouldn't say it was a good game, but it was fun to play. And I think if you go with the mindset that you're there to have fun, and it's there's some strategic options to do, but it's nowhere like a strategic game. So,
and it helps to know that ahead of time,
and
because
it's going to be random. Those event cards are random. It's going to change the win conditions. It might just eliminate you, or like you said, it might just be a card to waste time. So there's all kinds of random stuff that's going to happen, and going in knowing that, I think, would help.
It does, yeah, because when we played it at Origins, I believe, with a big group, we played it with 10 people. I don't remember any silly cards coming out at all. And so I expected this game to be like, on the lines of like the Resistance. It's not a deduction game, but like that kind of deal where it's like a social game, and that's all it is, with a little bit of components. So we're playing it, I'm like, what is happening? I don't know if I like this at all. But then when we played it recently and we had those silly cards come out where you have to balance the card on your head or do silly things, I really get what it's trying to do, and I like it a lot for it. Mm-hmm. Now that I know that, it changed my mindset on it quite a bit, because I'm probably not going to bust this game out at home very often at all. But if I went to a party or if I went to a convention, this would be a great convention game.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I think that its niche is at. and where the most appropriate place to bust it out is.
Yeah, more of a party environment. The only thing that really hurts it for me is just a player elimination part of it, because, if you eliminate somebody or they just get eliminated randomly,
and there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, sitting around for 12 minutes, even though it's a short game, but if, when you have a player elimination and you get taken out, 13 minutes in a 15-minute game, no problem. But
I guess you got to make alliances, Eric, and then both of you got to steal from that person.
Yeah,
don't let that happen.
You take out Tim, I'm going to take out you.
And then you metagame. You're like, George kept killing me, so everybody else gang up on him. We'll make you hate the night.
Yeah.
Just every time you play it, you die like immediately. No, I thought it was all right. I mean, I like it. I don't see us playing it a whole lot, but I definitely would carry this around to a convention for sure.
Sure.
Like Lexicon, playing it at night.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be really fun.
I would play it at a convention. I wouldn't play it otherwise, but
it's got good components.
It's not for me. It's not for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's so chaotic. It's so random. You can just have a card and it suddenly says, take 30 of the chips out that you've spent the last 8 minutes, putting into the pot.
Yeah.
And now they're gone. Or like what happened to Cat. You're just dead. Period.
Yeah.
There you are. It's random. Take that. There's no strategy. There's no point to that. Okay. It's silly. It's fun, but it's not for me.
Mm-hmm. I will say, though, there is a tremendous amount of those event cards. So if you hate some of them, you can absolutely take them out permanently.
That's true.
There are so many, and you're only going to go through, especially with a larger group, which I think is the appeal. I like playing it with less people. Playing with a lot of people, it brings that party atmosphere out. It brings all the silly cards. It makes it really fun, especially when you're trying to figure out whose birthday is next. At a convention, you're like, what's your birthday? Yeah. What's your birthday?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is really entertaining to me. I really wish that, like, I would like, if it had like letters on the cards that would separate like silly card, serious card, really harsh card, and then you can pick and choose to put those sets in, and that way you can thumb through them real quick and like separate them. That would have been cool.
That's a good idea to go through and make that yourself.
Right. Yeah, because I would just have an absolute
put some letters on those cards yourself.
Just permanent marker.
Well, yeah.
Like you could sleeve it and then permanent marker.
Absolutely.
If you didn't want to mark up the cards, but I would tailor this to like a giant deck of just nonsense.
Nonsense cards.
Yeah, just that was what I liked the most about it.
If you like, we didn't play test this at all. You may like this.
Oh, I hated that game.
That game was terrible. This is fun. This has a situation that I think is really good.
That's so funny. Like, I would rather play that one myself. Like,
what? Really?
Yeah, and you guys would.
We did end up playing it quite a bit that one day.
It has the same effect, but in a shorter time.
That's true, I guess.
I suppose. But it doesn't have all the silly cards, which was my appeal. Like, it doesn't have... Did it? Maybe I did that. I'm hitting this thing and all these springs are buzzing.
I don't know. I felt there was the same level of silly chaos, but I could be wrong.
Like, I knew there was a lot of chaos, but like in We're Doomed, there's a lot of just funny like dexterity-based challenges and stuff.
Sure.
Basically, all these cards should be minute to win it. That's what it should be. All right, get up and balance a spoon on the back of your hand and run across the room
for 20 seconds.
It might actually be a card. I did not read all these event cards.
It could be in
but
there,
we played with out of the games that we played with a lot of them, but we have not seen anything yet.
Oh, small dent. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of event cards, a lot of good components, really good fun for a specific situation. It just is that situation something that you find yourself in, definitely buy it. If you play with a lot of Euro gamers, this is absolutely not for you. Like, treat them to Happy Salmon first.
Right.
Or
if
something.
you like silly, chaotic, kind of like even Happy Salmon, it's just silly, chaotic stuff.
But that's done in 60 seconds. You're like,
yes.
Right. Most people can tolerate that. 15 minutes might be on the cusp of this was a waste of my time if they don't like that type of game.
Yeah.
This one can get into a repetitive pattern of meanness where if you have a thing
that's true
and you try to take some tiles and then the next person just says, oh, I steal one of yours, and the next person steals another one of yours, they're like, oh, I just did nothing, and it comes back to you again. Oh, I take 2 tiles, and then they steal it again. It's like,
and then they kill you with all the stuff they stole.
Yeah, there can be some mean interaction in the game. So again, it's sort of group dependent, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Unless there's anything else to add, I think we said what we needed to say. All right. Well, that is We're Doomed.
And we are.
So recently on Board Game Geek, and this happens probably, once every month or two?
Yeah, a couple months.
There's always a thread that people are basically taking a poo on reviewers, where they're saying, I can't trust reviewers because they got games for free, or they never give bad reviews and stuff like that. So I thought I would put together, Matt and I have talked a couple of things about this in the very beginning, and I think Eric may have been on one later on.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember exactly.
Something about it.
So this is kind of like a revisited topic, but it's combining a lot of things that we talked about a couple of years back, right? Helps to go over these. So what it's called is game reviewer expectations. Now, some of these questions are from the audience. Some of them are from the actual game reviewer type of thing. So we're just going to ask questions and debate them and see what we come up with. And the first one I wanted to talk about is the main one that a lot of people are saying that they didn't like. And I even did a search on this and found many, many threads on Reddit and other forums that, and even Facebook groups that would, go through this exact same thing, where people do not like when they hear that reviewers get review copies and they form their opinion. So how do you feel about reviewers' opinions on games in which they got a free reviewer copy? Like, I full disclosure, obviously, we get review copies, but if you put yourself back in a time when before that, or you're watching other people's opinions, like, does that weigh on you at all?
No, not for me anyway, because the people that are reviewing games and reviewing a lot of games, sometimes you're not able to get that amount of games if you were purchasing them yourself. For one. No, it doesn't really bother me. So I know that they can, or I would hope anyway, that if I'm trusting and looking at any specific reviewer, that I trust them to give me their honest opinion about the game. So I don't think that would change because they just got a free copy of it.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
You would like to think that. I could see where some of the distrust might come from, because I would imagine if a reviewer smashed games and completely put them down, it's probably going to deter publishers from giving them more games. I mean, they might take one or two on the chin, but after that, I could see a publisher just being like, I'm not going to get this guy any more games. He keeps bashing us. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird line to walk down. I would like to believe the reviewers are giving their best reviews, but I kind of see where the distrust could come from.
Right.
From the public.
Only thing that's kind of makes me, side think it is if a reviewer is working or has a closer connection with one publisher, and on their set of games, they're always talking about it, always bringing them up, always gushing about
that, or they'll never say anything negative about that certain publisher.
Right.
You can kind of see through some of that too sometimes, but
yeah,
that's just the nature of the world, though. You as much as we hate the good old boy club, there's good old boy clubs everywhere. So it happens.
That is so true. Yeah, it's always these cliques everywhere, no matter what hobby or job or anything that you're in. So,
which sometimes you can kind of peg it out because sometimes it's more about let me sell you this game instead of let me tell you my opinion of it.
What do you think, George?
I agree with what you say. Like, take it with a grain of salt, because you do notice those relationships. There are certain cliques, and they're friends with each other. They're not going to, necessarily trash each other's games, even if they might personally really not like them. You can sort of see when it happens. Like, you do see through it. And not that it happens a whole lot. Usually, people have decent games and they have enjoyable experiences, but there's a difference between really liking a game and just, saying, well, I enjoyed it, and not being very clear about why.
Well, let's go back to the original question though. What about the review copy thing? Do you think that does that change any of your when you're viewing somebody and they say they got a review copy?
It does, yeah.
For the good or better, or are you just wary? Do you immediately think that they're disingenuous and going to tell all positives, or what?
No, but it's in the back of my head.
I gotcha.
Right. I think it should be disclosed, and it's definitely, part of what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Because if I know it's not someone who does that and they go out and buy their games, and give an honest review every time, then yeah, I'm going to probably listen to them a little more.
Somebody else brought up a interesting reply to that, and they said that they're likely to not trust somebody who bought all their games than trust somebody who got free copies, because
That makes no sense.
No, it does, because think about it. And the way they explained it was, if you spent $100 on a game, you have an investment. If
That
I
is
send
true.
you a $100 game for free, you have no investment.
That's not. I mean,
you got the investment of you want to maybe say good things, so they keep sending you review copies. But I feel like I've kind of agree with that statement, that I'm more likely to think that somebody's playing from a blank, or giving an opinion from a blank slate, rather than from a, I really wanted to like this game. I backed it on Kickstarter
right,
and spent $200 and waited a year and a half.
There's an expectation there, sure.
Yeah.
It's
Because they play the game and they're like, it sucks, and they're like, let's try it again this way. Maybe Eric was the problem. Eric just broke every game. Let's play it again. It's like, no, this game sucks, dude. So I think that's a valid point.
There are two sides to everything. I agree.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Those people who maybe they have a vested interest in the game because they bought it, maybe they come up with some good house rules too. So I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
George, the house rule man. Well, and we kind of talked about this a little bit, but how do you feel about reviewers who only do positive reviews?
Which I get that in a sense, because you are playing the games that you portray that you will like. Hopefully, you're not going out and just playing anything or playing a game that you won't like. So
we do that. This game looks terrible. Let's try it out.
Yeah. But I'll say a lot of people are playing the games that they enjoy. So there is going to be a divergent to one side. They're going to like more of the games than dislike them.
Right.
But yes, there is a problem.
Because why would they waste their time to make reviews for games they hate?
Right. But to like every game is probably not sustainable or likely, I would say. And there is some people that might have this fake enthusiasm for for all games.
We're not naming names here.
and that's kind of, easier to see for me. I think some people maybe don't see it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Matt, you want to comment?
I mean, he pretty much said it.
Nail on the head.
Yeah.
George?
Absolutely what I was thinking. The fake enthusiasm really gets to me.
Yeah.
If you don't really like a game, don't say you really like it.
Yeah.
Don't act like you really like it. It's so obvious.
When I was doing...
let me just pop in on that real quick too, which is really weird because I can definitely, that's definitely fake enthusiasm. It's I wonder why more people don't catch up on that or see that like I see it.
I don't know.
That's really weird.
Maybe people just they just try to see all the positives and they don't think that they're, I don't know.
No. Anyway.
Who knows? But I will say this. When I was doing reviews a lot for the Dice Tower, I purposely, even if I loved a game, I will find something I don't like about it. I will always... I think that's the best reviews right there, is even if all the games are positive, like if I have 50 reviews and every one of them ends with me saying, I like this game, each one of them, there will be something I don't like. I like this game, but I wish it was a little shorter. Or I like this game, but I didn't like these specific actions. Or I didn't think that the player powers were balanced very well. Didn't stop me from liking it, but I acknowledge the fact that this is bad. And I don't like when I watch... I don't care if I watch somebody who's always liking the games, but I don't like when people are not pointing things out in fear of some kind of retribution. Here's what I'll say. I don't care who you are as a publisher. If your game sucks, I'm going to tell you.
Nothing bothers me more than when a game comes out and it has all the hype and everybody's giving it a good review. And then I get the game and I think, my God, what just happened?
Yeah. Who just paid money under the table for this?
I mean, Pie Town.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't got to try that one out.
I haven't either.
But lots of house rules. Fantastic. But when it first came out, everyone gave it positive reviews, and then no, sorry.
Probably because pie. We can't hate pie.
Yeah. And so then that's what everyone talks about, and it's just,
sometimes
you wonder what's really going on.
Yeah, well, there's that hotness effect. There's it's almost like a weird mob mentality. sometimes with things like that.
Absolutely.
It's
Everybody likes this game. I must like it too.
it's and they just want to feel included in a group, or maybe just that's how our minds work. Sometimes we just
maybe I'm not seeing
subconsciously just gravitate to the mass. And just see all the positive things they're saying and just love it just because it's kind of what we've been reading and seeing. And
it is worth mentioning that I feel like I trust a review over a game that came out later than if it came out right before or when it's released.
Yes.
Because I feel like there's some sort of incentive to say something good about it at that point.
Well, there are paid reviews now.
Yeah, and if they disclose that, that's fine. I mean, you have to take that with a grain of salt with the understanding.
I discount those completely.
Right,
If you're paid to do the reviews, sorry, no.
Well, there is a difference between review and preview, though. So if it's a paid preview...
Okay, yes, that's what they call it.
Right. A paid preview isn't it should be non-subjectional. Is that right? Is that the right terminology?
Subjective.
Yeah, non-subjective. Like you are like showing off the game.
Here's a component.
But you're not saying this is what I like or dislike.
Okay.
Right. Here's how you play the game, and it's more like the rules summary. And maybe you might say, I really like, the artwork in this game or something. But that's a subjective statement anyway, because if you don't like fantasy art, you're not gonna. It doesn't matter if this person says it's great art or not. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Sure.
Gameplay is a little bit different to be subjective about. But so if it's a paid preview, whatever. I'm mostly just watching those to learn the game rules.
Yeah.
Paid reviews, man. I mean, I guess you could say that review copies are paid reviews, but this is for the people who don't understand how review copies work. Let me explain something. In most cases, when you have a published game or even most products, you're going to spend, the publisher is going to charge MSRP at 5 times the amount that the item cost to manufacture. So a $50 game, in theory, cost them $10 to make. Now, maybe that's factoring in some shipping cost or not, but let's just say not for right now. So it cost them $10. Who cares? Even if they say it's $10 shipping per item and it's a $20 thing. Yeah, cool. They sent it to me and I saved from, first off, I didn't even save $50 because there's no way that I'm going to buy games at full retail all the time. Most of the time I can get them on Cool Stuff or Miniature Market at 30% off the cost. So right there, it's just kind of a false statement to say that I got a $50 game. I didn't get a $50 game. I got your perceived value of a $50 game. Okay. I really got a $35 game. Either way, it only cost them in the end $20. $10 for the cost to make it, $10 for shipping. And I'm being crazy on that shipping, by the way. It's probably not $10 because they probably have some sort of shipment deal with a distributor or whatever.
Okay, sure.
Or fulfillment company. So they just paid me $20 to do a review. And if I spend literally a couple of hours playing the game and an hour at minimal filming and reviewing it, you're not making money off of this. This is not a lucrative business to be a reviewer. So,
no, of course not.
Yeah. I forgot what my entire point with that soapbox was. Because I forgot the first thing I said. What was I saying, Matt?
To explain to people listening how review copies work.
Yeah.
I think you did that.
Okay, cool. So you're not, people aren't getting like.
No. I don't have a problem with the idea of review copies. The games have to get out there to people to review, or else, you don't have, maybe you don't want to have, to be going out and buying all of your games. And if you may have games that you've bought that are, come ahead in the queue anyway. So if they get the game to you, you're more likely to go ahead and review it. And I can understand absolutely
you should review it. Yeah. I mean, if you commit it to reviewing. Now, if they're sending out copies, I've had a couple of companies that send me games because maybe they sent me a game in the past and they've sent me a game, no talking to me or anything. And it just shows up.
Yeah.
I'm not obligated to review it. Right. Because.
Well, you're not. No, of course not.
I mean, I would do it because they sent it to me for free, but I mean, there was no communication with that, So if there's some sort of like communication, there is an incentive for you to review it, but I don't think any reviewer should feel incentivized to always say, this is the best game I've ever sent. And it's like they hold up the box next to them, like with the logo of the company next, like some kind of product placement or something. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, they have to have the game to do the review. So
that's true too.
That's why they're sending them out. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's, you do this as a hobby. You do it because you enjoy it. That's you have to, have something to review, and there it is. So,
yeah.
there you go.
Well, let's move on to some other questions here. This one's always something that people complain about a whole lot. And since we've done a lot of reviews on this podcast, how many times should you or a game reviewer play a game before reviewing it? This is always the question. People, you didn't play it enough.
Yeah.
Well, and this might be unpopular. I don't know. I don't know what people are really saying about it. But really, for me, most games, and reviews are subjective anyway. So most games, I know, do I like it or don't like it with one play. There are some games I'm like, oh, I didn't get the strategy down until halfway through. So multiple plays might make you like it or dislike it more.
Right.
But you have a pretty good feeling about a game just in one play. If, you're a gamer and you're playing all the time. I think Tom actually even referenced that as well.
Tom always says as many times as it takes.
Right.
He's like so vague with it. Maybe he said some things specific that I didn't hear, but I know he says that quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of agree with that. You don't have to play it 8 times, all player counts, and to be subjective on how you felt about the game.
Yeah. What do you think, Matt? How many times?
I mean, that if you're reviewing copies after copies after copies, as Tom, you just have to learn to trust people whenever they do it. I don't think Tom has to play a game 3-4 times to get across this point. I don't think, and that's also why we don't say most of the time we're not reviewing. We give first impression.
Right.
Yeah, because we haven't played the game 10 times.
We haven't played it 10 times through and through with different player counts. And I don't really think you need to, but it covers our butts a little bit by saying that.
Yeah. I mean, they are kind of reviews, but we're not framing them as reviews because,
Right.
Right.
And I will say there are games that there's a big difference between playing it 3 players or playing it 5 players even.
That is the next question, so let's hold off on that one.
Okay.
What about you, George? How many times should you play it before you review it?
I'm one of these people that thinks you should play it a higher number of times if you're reviewing it. But I do think if you're disclosing how many times that you've played it, then the people who are listening to know, at least that information gives them something to go off of.
Right.
I think your opinion of a game can just drastically change over several plays.
It can, yeah. Especially because Eric was saying at the beginning of the podcast, the more he played Le Havre, the more he's like, whoa.
It was a big difference. And it was also, 3.5 years.
Yeah,
difference.
I guess playing it within a time limit is different than playing it over like a decade.
Yeah.
So I would like to have played a game between 3 and 5 times, but it usually doesn't end up that way, just because of busy life and not having time to do it. So like you were saying, the more experience that you have with games, then, there's more for you to talk about. You have more to base your opinion on and your first impressions.
Yeah.
So just take it.
I think game length can come into account too. I don't really expect a dude to play a game that's 3 to 4 hours long 4 to 5 times.
Yeah. Right. My way I always explain this to people is I'm reviewing the game. I'm reviewing a product. I'm not play testing this product. So I don't need to play every single scenario or every single outcome or every single whatever.
Well, that might be where the as many as it takes comes across. There's a point where you go, okay, I think I've seen everything.
Yes.
I get it.
I've experienced this game.
Like Mage Knight, the board game, you can play it one time and you can tell me what you think about it. Different scenarios might change up the way the game plays, but it's like a 4-hour game. If I played a 10-minute game of No Thanks, I mean, No Thanks is probably pretty simple. But a game that's real quick that you might want to play it 3 or 4 times, then sure. But typically, it's not going to change a lot. It's really if dramatically changing scenarios. Not just like, okay, now we're going to these 3 locations. Like maybe
there's a lot of cards you could see or something like that, or
the play methods. Like for instance, early in the podcast, we talked about detective. You have to play that like the competitive way, the cooperative way. We don't play solo, so who cares? But but you have to experience both of those because they are dramatically different.
Yes.
Like I would say that. I mean, let's add in real quick while you get ready to respond. Should you play every player counts as well?
Well, that's kind of hard as well. And maybe if you're only playing it at 5 players or whatever, you can be like, based on my player count at 5 players, I thought maybe the downtime was too high. But you can now go ahead and say that I think that would be fixed by playing at 3 players. Now, playing at 3 players might have gave you a better impression about the game, but you kind of have like foresight on that as well. You know how that's going to change.
Yeah, no, I agree. Unless it's a game like, what was it? It was called King of the Hill, like Dwarven something. We've reviewed it before.
Oh, yeah, where it changed the rules of the game and you played it a little bit differently at
every player count.
Mm-hmm.
It was 5-player game. Did you play that one with us? I think you did.
I think so. Is that where you got like the rows and you bid on it?
It's where you have like
the tables. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You played that with us too, I think.
No.
Maybe
I don't
not.
think so.
Not me.
Oh, we should play. It's actually pretty fun.
All right.
But like at 3 players, you take out an entire section of the game and combine it with another one. That dramatically changes it. And at 4 players, you put it back, but there's like another round, and there's only like 3 rounds of the game. So 4th round is literally it changes a lot because of what is going on. And then at 5 players, you actually add this other thing. So it's like every player count had something different that you did, and we literally had to play every player count at that point, except for 2 players, because we're not about that life. But like solo 2 players, unless it's a 2-player only game. And so we had to play it at every player count. But a game that, like Agricola, I don't think playing it at 3 and 4 players really matter, or 5 players.
I mean, it does change actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I would not kind of agree with that.
Agricola does change at
No, it just changes the locations.
feel of the game. I mean, it does is also.
Do you think it changes the feel of the game?
Yes.
It's a worker placement game.
Now things are tighter. It
With
does.
4 players?
Because there's more people out. Yeah, it gets
There's more spaces.
harder to get stuff.
We're gonna have to play Agricola.
It's been a while.
It is not that dramatically different.
I remember it being way different. I mean, I haven't played Agricola for a while now.
Matt, what do you think? Do you remember?
Do you know how long it's been since I played Agricola? It doesn't matter how many players. I never feel like I can get as much as I want done. So I don't.
That's true. That's like that's a common theme.
Yeah,
well,
no.
what about like other worker
Look,
placement games? Like,
No.
like
Let's stick with
Waterdeep?
Agricola. Hang on. This is why there's a 2-player Agricola. All creatures great and small. That's why.
It seems like most worker placement games
2
feel more
players is different.
claustrophobic with the higher player count, though. So I mean, I can't say definitively I know exactly what they're saying, but
Okay, you know what? I did forget one thing. You do only have 2 family members to start with, no matter the player count. So I will give you that. Like in Waterdeep, your agent limits change with the player count, because it basically takes how many spaces are on the board divided by the players, and that's kind of how many agents that you get, because you don't want to get to a point where you have agents that you can't even place. Whereas Agricola, you only get 2 people. If you're playing with 3 people, you only get 2 people. But it does add difference.
Yep.
I don't know if it's much more. We'll come back to that.
I think for me, the point is disclose your player count. Just like, how many times you played the game, also say how many people you played it with. And, you're going to be drawn to reviewers that tend to play with the number of players that
You typically
play with.
Sure.
If you're listening to a reviewer who only plays 2-player games and you don't play 2-player games, then you're not doing yourself.
I was going to say
Yeah.
the same thing about solo gamers.
Right.
You're going to find a reviewer that does solo games.
That's true. I think that's very specific. Yeah. But I don't know if we would find a reviewer. It's like, we always play 4 players.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but
But typically.
Yeah.
I mean, we typically play at least 4,
At least 4.
At least 4, yeah.
but not always. I play 2-player as well. So,
Yeah.
but
I don't mind.
together we play with 4.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, let's change it up a bit and talk about what we like out of reviews. So what's your preferred format for reviews? This is another thing that kind of cropped up in the same threads, but then it ended up having to be like separated into another thread, because they're always complaining about, you and I have had this conversation before too. Do you like to hear the person go through the rules? Do you like to hear their opinions? Do you like to hear, like, what's your preferred format for reviews?
My preferred format is opinions and not the rules.
I do the same
tune
thing. I
out.
was like,
I
all
tune
right, I go all the way across until they're done with the rules, and I want to hear what they think about the game. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, would you rather that not even have that section?
I personally, yes, but I mean, I imagine it's there because people do use it.
Right. I would say a lot of people want to,
Send us
everybody's
your
going to
feedback.
have. right?
Do I?
Everybody
I'll
has
send
their,
us your feedback.
Please do. Yeah,
their
I'd like to know.
wants.
Yeah.
And I bet
Stop
there's a lot
talking
of
so
people,
much on the rules section.
I bet there's a lot of people that want to hear about the rules, how it plays, and that's kind of what they get from it. Maybe they don't really care about what your opinions are as much as, they garner a lot from, I want to see it played, I want to see the components, I want to see what you do during the game. For me, it's different. I kind of want to see that quickly and not 15 minutes of it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just want to go to like, okay, tell me what you thought about the game. Did you like it? What you liked about it? What you didn't like about it?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, if I get a basic idea of how it plays, like what are the mechanisms involved and
Right.
how does that run, I don't want to know, blow
It's
by
not a
blow.
learn to play.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not my interest. No.
What about you, Matt?
Yeah, there's a young lady that I cannot remember her name, but she'll do most games in 5 minutes.
5-minute review.
It's not a review; it's an explanation. I'll watch that, and then I'll fast forward through the 15 minutes and get to the opinion
Of other
reviewers.
Yes.
Because I've just kind of
Sure.
She quickly told me how it goes.
So you like the elevator pitch and then tell me about the game.
Yes.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for me to tell.
And then
you.
if
You
I
can
get-
watch my reviews to see my preferred view.
If I get that interested, I might go the longer route and watch a more in-depth, like full, like,
Right.
Video. And that's me just getting more interested in the game. But if I just want to quickly, like, okay, how's it play? All right, I got that. How did you think about it? Great. Sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah. I like to hear, what you think of this game and how it ranks related to other games like it. So
Right.
that way I sort of get a feel over several reviews of what that person likes,
Yeah.
and how they view different games. And then I can see how well does that fit myself.
Although I will say that some people will take that and they'll try to compare and contrast, and I hate when that happens a lot. Like, for instance, just taking Agricola and Waterdeep, since we were getting in that. If they're talking about, or Waterdeep and Champions in Midgard,
Yido.
or whatever, right?
Oh, you
A worker
just good.
placement, it's like, well, in comparison to this other worker placement, no.
It's like, yeah, I don't like that either.
Like, if you want to do one small little thing,
I
that's
don't.
cool, but not comparing the entire game. I don't know. Like, are you reviewing this game, or are you making a this game fired video?
Okay.
Yeah, I actually don't like I'll just fire this other game for me.
I don't get that
Videos.
either.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like games fire other games?
Sometimes.
Very
but-
seldomly. It can
Right.
happen.
I mean,
but
it is blatantly obvious when like they took that game. It's like, we're gonna fire this game. All
We're
right.
gonna make this game up better.
But like Champions of Midgard, they always said that it fired Waterdeep. I love both those games equally.
And I wouldn't say they're too similar.
No.
They're totally
The
different.
worker placements, okay.
yeah.
So, well, anyway, that's all the questions I actually had. Do y'all want to add anything else? Have any things that you jotted down and didn't talk about?
Not I.
I didn't jot things down, actually.
Maticus?
No time.
No, I don't think so.
I think we're good.
I think I just looked at your questions and went with it. And
Yeah, the last one was, what do you look for in a review the most? But we pretty much combined that with the last thing. So.
right.
Well, anyway, if you have comments and questions, send them to MeepleCore@gmail.com. We'll talk about them. What do you think about reviewers? What do you expect from them? Like, do you like when they get review copies, or does it change your mind? Do you like when they pay for it or whatever? So
I really like it when reviewers are negative. If a reviewer trashes the game, that's interesting to me. I want to know why.
yeah,
Right.
as long as they don't trash games all the time.
Well, no,
like they're trying to be.
I'm okay with that.
More
it-
trash than the better.
because it's like the movie critics that all they want to do is be a comedy routine at that point. So they're just trashing to be funny.
No, not for not for comedic effect. Like they sincerely didn't like the game, and this is why.
That's fair.
That's helpful to me.
It is helpful if you are trashing a game without the comedy. That's when
Yes.
it's helpful. If you're trashing a game with the comedy,
Okay,
you're trying to be funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just, it looks stupid. I hate when reviewers do that. Now, sometimes it is funny. I'm not going to lie.
Sure.
It's kind of like when you're in the movie theater and somebody yells something when something
Yeah.
happens. You're like, I wish he would shut up, but that was awesome. It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's helpful information for me. I think is knowing again about that reviewer, what they don't like, and they didn't like this one, so maybe I wouldn't like it either.
Or maybe, kind of like movie reviewers, I'm not going to watch this guy for action films, or I'm not going to watch this guy for Euros because he always trashes them. He gives always negative reviews. I don't even know why he reviews Euro games anymore.
Well, yeah, it can't be an extreme. It can't be someone who's always positive or always negative. That's either one is less helpful. So,
Yep. All right, well, cool. We have one more topic on the podcast, and it's our top 5 list. So let's get into that. And for the final topic of episode 90, we have our top 5 kids games that adults will enjoy as well. Preferably, we've played these games. I don't know. Y'all just finding games on Board Game Geek. Oh, yeah,
No.
I think I like that game.
played a lot of kids games.
Yep. I did this. I forgot to tell you all, if you wanted to do this, I put the age range or the on my games too. You don't
I did not.
it's all good. It's all good. I'll be the unique one.
Okay.
So, Matt, you were gone last week. Let's start with you. Your number 5.
My number 5, I went with Lupin Chewy.
Lupin Chewy.
It's I would like to. Well, we've sat around and played it. I had fun doing that.
And
so.
now that I have a 3D printer, Eric,
yeah.
I can print the extensions. Did you know about that?
Yeah. You've been waiting on Eric to do it for a long time. He hasn't done it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it 6 players.
So I mean, there's not a lot to say about the game. It's more of a dexterity, goofy game. But I mean, kids have fun with it. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty neat. So
Yeah.
I threw it on there.
Lupin Chew and Lupin Louie.
Yeah.
It is one of my games. It's just it's
Is it on your
operated.
list?
It is.
Okay.
It's number 4. We'll get back to that.
I feel like I made my top 5 kids games that are dexterity based.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you have this thing that goes around and around, battery operated, like I said, and when it goes to you, you don't want it to hit one of your coins and knock it off. So, you time it just right. Yeah, slap your little thing and you pop it up and you want that's usually an airplane or a spaceship to knock other people's coins off.
And Louie, it's a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Is it chickens?
Yeah, and
It
Louie.
is, yeah.
And Chewy, they're
I don't know
Spaceships.
what they are.
Yeah,
Spaceships?
Stormtroopers.
well X-wings, I think. I don't remember
Oh,
what
the
they
coins? The coins I think are
Oh, the troopers?
stormtroopers.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
are. Oh, well, it's been a while since I actually looked at that. I just know it's like a big Chewbacca
Yeah.
flying around. All right, my number 5 is Flower Fall. This is for 6+. And Flower Fall is basically a deck of cards that have like,
Wow, they consider that a children's game?
no, I don't know.
Tim
It says 6+.
Wow. Okay.
I see all kinds of. I guess maybe it's the cusp of like a family game.
Yeah, I know, but that's a crazy age range. But okay.
6+. Well, I mean, I've played it with a lot of kids too. That's the
Really?
only reason I consider it a kids game.
Kids can drop stuff.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, the idea is
They're
you
real
want to
good
drop
at
it, and they're not as great at it, but just dropping cards on the ground and trying to make fields.
Well, they're closer
flowers.
to the ground, so
Yeah.
maybe it's an advantage.
Oh, that's true.
Absolutely.
They got handicap privileges.
Yeah.
That's true. So I don't know. I added it on here. I could probably swap it out.
I was just surprised by the age range. That's all I was saying.
It does. It's 6+, and
Okay.
that's it.
No, I believe you.
I would probably consider this maybe more of like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, no,
type
that's
of
what
game.
the 6 just blew my mind.
Yeah, but I did play it with some younger kids. Maybe like the 5 and 6 and 7 range, and they did fine. I mean, they scored well too. So whatever.
I mean, I guess a 3-year-old could play it. I mean,
Well, I mean, at least the ones I played it with, they understood it.
Yeah,
what they were
that's what I'm
trying to
saying,
do.
yeah.
Just make big flower patches and try to
Yeah.
get points. So
Cool. Number 5 for me is Spot It. It's a pattern matching game. There's a couple of different ways that you can play it in the box. But basically what you're trying to do is you have this round card and it's going to have quite a few symbols on it. You have a card in the middle, I guess, that has quite a few symbols on it. But everybody's card is going to have one match, and then you're going to try to be the first person to match that symbol with your card with the card that's in the center. Keep on doing that. And like I said,
you got to yell it as loud as possible and slap your
and
table
get it first.
like whack snowman.
But I always enjoyed playing it, so
I do
played
too.
with the kids.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
There's like 8 ways to play it in the box. Yeah.
Yep.
mhm.
And there's like 30,000 licensed versions of
Yes.
it. now.
Yeah, tremendous.
Which helps a
Whatever
lot,
floats
too.
your boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this list was so hard for me to come up with.
Really?
I could have made like 10 of these lists, and one would be dexterity. And
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because you suggested the list. I thought you were gonna say it was hard for.
I suggested it a long time ago without really thinking about it first.
Oh.
For somebody who doesn't have kids, I have a ton of kids games. So that tells you how much I like kids games.
Yeah.
But I tried to just pick a few things that I haven't talked about on here before. So
Right.
my number 5 is a game called Stomple. And Stomple is a game that has a grid of spots for marbles to sit on. So you pour out a bag of marbles onto the top of it. And then it's a foam grid so that you have these other pieces that are wooden. And on the top of the wooden piece, there's the color of the marble that is your color. And you start the game by stomping it down on the board and you stomp the marble of that color down into the bottom. And then when you move, you have to go onto your own color marble, stomping around the board.
This sounds awesome already.
Or not to your own color. Sorry, not onto your own color marble, but you choose a color of marble that's next to you. And then every marble that's in a line, it could be orthogonal or diagonal, you just go around stomping them until you run out and you can't go any further because that particular color in that particular path is done. But you play and you're cutting off all of the ways that other people can go. And if you can't make a move, you're out. It's mean. It's fun. It's stomping marbles around. It's great.
That's awesome.
Stomple.
My number 4 is what Eric said. It's Spot It. So slam cards on the table.
Switch it around.
Yeah. So
great choice.
Yeah, it's a good game. I always enjoyed playing it with the kids, and it's fun playing with adults too. Yeah. So
Flowerfall is fun too, but
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I can swap it out with my honorable mention.
Oh, good.
My number 4 is Sorry Sliders. And this could be the base Sorry Sliders or even the Cars version, which is a lot different.
It is.
Because it's like a racetrack. But we'll talk about the base Sorry Sliders. It's essentially Kids Crokinole shuffleboard hybrid. You got these sorry pieces that have a ball bearing on the bottom, and you slide them across the board and try to either get in a target area or some of the boards. There's like 4 different boards for scoring. You can get it into the middle hole, which is like very Crokinole, and score points. And you can knock each other around. And the whole point is, as you score points, you're moving up. Just like in Sorry, you have another board off to the side with these little Sorry pieces, and they have to go home. And they have to land with an equal amount of, if you need to move 3, they have to move 3 to get on that spot to get to the last spot. So
yeah, I remember playing this one quite a few years back. We would we had more than one copy. We would make like a 10-foot long board.
Yep.
Yeah, had some good times.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
And that's without kids.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I've played this game with my niece and with my son. Other than that, I've never played it with any other kids. It's always been adults.
Yeah. So I'm going to change my number 4. I just actually thought of it. It's Haba. It's a Haba game. It's called Dragon's Breath, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Are you looking at my paper?
Oh, is it on your paper?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
He does own it though.
Oh. I don't own it. Tim.
No, Tim owns
Oh,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll talk about it later. Number 4.
My number 4 is Chroma Cubes. This is a game where you have dice that are in various colors on the faces of them. And usually they have 2 colors on each face. And so you roll the dice and it lets you choose one of those colors of crayons and you color in part of your picture. The pictures have indications of what colors can be where. And they also have sections. And if you fill in a section first, you get a certain number of points. If you're second, you get a lesser number, etc. So you want to fill in sections, but at the same time, you want to leave yourself options because if you aren't able to use any of your choices, you're out.
Oh, man.
And you can trade dice during the game to give yourself more of a chance of getting green, for example, and you trade with another player or something. It's very clever. It's one of the original roll and writes. It was 2014, so a little bit after roll and write started to become a thing. But coloring, even for adults in this fashion, is so much fun.
Awesome.
Sounds cool.
Chroma Cubes.
My number 3 is a game called Battle Sheep. It is by Blue Orange. So it's kind of like reverse. Hey, that's my fish. So you got like these weird, you can set the board up however you want. I think it's a bunch of hexagons. but they're like in weird patterns, and you make this weird looking board, and you can have holes and stuff in it. But you essentially stack with, and the components on this game are phenomenal. It's like poker chips essentially. They're real chunky, like they're plastic, but
when they move, it's like chunk.
It's
nice colors.
And essentially, you start with one big stack. You're moving in straight lines, but you have to decide how much of your stack you want to move for future moves. You're essentially trying to close each other off with, and once you get to where you don't have any moves, you lose. So it's a nice little game. It can be pretty strategic when you play it. So.
Yeah.
Battle Sheet.
Oh, it's fun.
I've only actually played this a couple of times, and I think they were both at a convention.
Really?
I never actually played it in a real environment. So, not a real environment. Yeah. I never played it outside of like just playing it on the demo table.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
My number 3 is Bling Bling Gemstone. If you're a fan of Jenga, this is absolutely a blast because it's kind of like a Jenga type of game. You have a tower that's like ore, like mining ore, and it is you take these core pieces, which are like just circular discs almost, and then you put all these facades on them, which are like gems, and you make this big tower of gems, and then you get this big mining pick, and then on your turn you get to whack it twice. And hopefully it will move pieces enough to where the facades fall off the end, and you get to collect those. But if a core piece ever falls off, you collect it as well, but they're negative 10 points, where everything else is 1, 2, or 3 points. And it has a cool variant. Like if you're playing 3 players, you can each pick a color, and you have to go after only your color. And it's just really simple. I mean, you put it on the table, and kids just hit it.
Yes.
It's so much fun.
Really great.
Yeah. And I like Talk Talk Woodman, which is the original version of this, but I like Jim Blingstone a lot. Bling Bling Gemstone a lot more.
Something that TikTok Woodman or Click Clack Lumberjack did is they have stickers that you can put on the inside of the bark of the trees that you're knocking around.
The worms or whatever?
Yeah. So does the Gemstone one have anything like that?
Well, it doesn't, but
you could do it. You could just get some stickers.
In those games, all of it is just tree bark. And so that's a way to differentiate the ones. But
okay. They're different colors for the gemstones.
Right. There's 3 different colors.
Yeah. And you could still get stickers. Why not?
You could. Yeah. Well, they are transparent. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's why.
Yeah.
I guess if you put it on the inside of the thing, like you couldn't see what it is. I mean, maybe there was a sticker.
Right. Just get 2 kinds of stickers, one larger than the other, and put one kind on the inside of everything, and then the smaller sticker inside of it, so that it's differentiated, but you can't tell from the outside.
That's true.
We'll make it into a gamer's game. We'll just
right. Set collection and all this other stuff.
Special powers.
It's a newer, better game of, and I forgot what it's called right now, but that ice rink game where you're hitting the pieces of ice and you don't want
break the ice.
That's it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go back to number 4 since it's been taken twice. But I wasn't prepared for it, but I just remembered as well. There's a game called Splat. And it's by like Milton Bradley, I believe. Yeah, it's an older game.
This was your honorable mention on our top 10 list, I think, that we did on the Dice Tower.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
So if you haven't played it, you make these bugs out of Play-Doh, and you have these pieces that you go around, and you have this hand that you want to go around and smash your opponents. So fun times.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the card game Splat.
Oh no,
there's also a card game Splat.
There's a board game Splat,
also with bugs.
Oh, that makes
sense.
That's what bugs do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your actual number 3?
Number 3 for me is
Eric's like, here's my number 4. Yeah, here's my second choice for number 4.
Here's my third choice for number 4. It's Labyrinth by it's a Ravensburger game.
Mm-hmm.
So in this game, you have different things that you're gonna try to go for in this labyrinth maze, and you are taking out a piece of the maze, and you are inserting it somewhere else. And it moves around the whole board. And you're trying to get your player piece to a specific item, and then back to your color to turn it in. But always had fun playing it.
Yeah, I like Labyrinth.
There's a master Labyrinth as well that adds a little bit more rules. And
there's also the electronic Labyrinth.
Oh, we play that as well.
I have it, but I haven't played it.
Yeah. Master Labyrinth, probably the best out of the bunch there.
Sweet.
Nice. All right. My number 3, let me ask, I thought you guys might have picked this one as well. Dr. Eureka.
I forgot about that.
All right. Well, I'll just go with
Yeah,
that
I've got that. The beakers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have
this is awesome.
It's so good. You have these beakers with different colored marbles inside, and you have a card that you flip out, and you have to match that card with the arrangement of your beakers and marbles. And so then you have to pour one test tube into the other back and forth. You're holding, 2 test tubes in your hand. You have to get the marbles in the right configuration. I think you have 2 or 3, however many you have. I don't know.
You have 3.
Okay. So yeah, you're fumbling around with all these things. If you drop them, then you've had a lab experiment failure.
Explosion.
Yeah, explosion, and you're out. Then when you finally get it and you win the card because you were the first one to get it, then you just stay wherever you were. Everyone just stays wherever they finished up, and the next card is flipped out. So people will be at varying distances from getting that configuration. So there's kind of a
luck.
There's a bit of luck. There's definitely a bit of luck in the game. Yeah.
But if you're speedy,
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so much fun just try to work it out.
Because you look at it, and the other thing is, I think you don't even have to have them. I think there's a rule in it that you can have them upside down too. I don't think they have to be.
Oh, you can just slam it down on the table upside down, and if it's the right order.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
It's special lab equipment, whatever. It's all right.
I got my thumb.
Yeah, I have 2 copies of the game, and one of the copies I took white out and made white spots on the colors of the marbles, and then put those in with the other game so that you can't have marbles with white spots touching each other or they blow up. It makes it way harder.
Did you think of this variant, or was this on?
No, I just made this up.
Nice.
It's nice.
Number
you're doing
2?
number 2.
It's funny. I think I've changed my list like 3 times while we've been sitting here talking. Eric brought up Ravensburger, and it popped this game. So Bugs in the Kitchen. I put that as my number 2 because I remember that because that is a Ravensburger game. So yeah, you got this little. They were called like nanobots
or hex bugs or
hex bugs. Yeah,
or hex bugs. Is that what it was? Yeah.
I just played this game Saturday.
Really? Yeah. So I mean, it's you just got a board with all these like swinging like spoons, knives, and forks and stuff, and you're just pretty much trying to redirect the bug to go into. Do you want it in your hole, or do you want it in
your corner?
Your corner of the board.
It's your corner. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. So it's you take turns flipping the little knobs and everything, and you're trying to redirect this little bug that's just kind of skittering around and trying to find its way, and anywhere it can go, it goes to. So it's a good time.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, it's such a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I actually found a copy at Goodwill for like $3, and it was perfect.
What?
Wow.
Oh yeah, so good, so good.
I got mine when the Toys R Us was going out. Yeah.
Yep. My number 2 is Dragon's Breath, Eric, so we can talk about it now.
Oh, yay.
Dragon's Breath is kind of like watching those machines that you put a bunch of tokens in, and it's like it's trying to push the tokens around and fall into holes and stuff.
Coin pusher?
Yeah. I guess that's a pretty obvious name for it, but basically there's a ring of plastic circles which look like shower rings for some reason.
Yeah.
But they're blue, and they make a column, and you fill it up with all those like standard gems that you would get in every board game now. And there's like 5 different colors or 4 different colors. And in turn order, you get to draft these tokens that match the color. So maybe I'm thinking, I think a lot of blues are going to fall out, so I'll take the blue. And Eric's like, I'll take the orange because I think orange is. And then whoever's turn it is actually going to take the first ring. Have you played this, George?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so good.
You take the first ring, and you can kind of jostle it a little bit, to try to stop things from falling. But essentially, you're pulling it straight up, or kind of.
You
off
can
the
actually
side.
use your finger to like move
like
around
push
the
them in and
gems.
stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're going to lift this ring up, and then some of the gems are going to spill out because obviously they're taller than the tower now. And there's holes on the board that they'll fall through, and like the daddy dragon gets those. No one else gets those. Anyway, whatever color that you chose in the draft, you actually get to collect all those gems and put in front of you. Or you put them in your little hole of the board, because the board's got an insert that you put on top, and then it's kind of hollow in the middle. And then you play the game, I don't know, 5, maybe once per player, I think it was. And then whoever has...
I thought you did the whole stack. And then...
maybe it is the whole stack.
You did the whole stack, and then there's like a little column or something in the middle. Anything that falls off that at the end.
Yeah.
There's a chance that quite a few will be left over.
Yeah. I think the stack might be based on the player count, though. Anyway, and then at the end, you just count up how many gems you have. The only thing I wish that they would add is maybe some kind of minor set collection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you get whoever has the most blues gets bonus points, or whoever gets if you got one of each color, you get like some extra bonus points. They could add a little bit more of an advanced scoring.
Yeah, you could easily add that.
Oh yeah, which would make it a little bit more gamery. But even without it, it's still so fun.
Yeah.
Good choice,
Yeah.
everybody.
Number 2 for me is Ice Cool. It's a penguin flicking game. Everybody takes turns being a hall monitor, and you are trying to flick your little wobbly penguin around and go through certain doors that will let you capture these fish. And then, like I said, one is a hall monitor, and they're trying to bump into you, and they're trying to bump into each player before one player captures all their fish. I think there's 3 fish on the board.
Yeah, and you can flick your penguin in such a way that it jumps over the walls.
Yes,
That's expert mode.
that's how you play it.
People could get so good at this game. It's ridiculous.
You can do it like a come hither something and make it.
Who was it? Was it me and you? Who stayed at my house and we played this game 1,000 times, but we didn't use any of the boxes? Was it me and you?
We did it. Yeah,
Yeah.
over here, and we did it all kinds of different variants.
We just took my entire table and we put like a board on the left and the board on the right, and we just flicked around and like open table. And we just put like books and made.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we
did
played the
all
whole
kinds of
table.
stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah,
We even made like little spots, like so when you flick and you like,
If you ended up in that spot, you get points.
right, stuff like that.
I like it.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. It's a good game. And then it came out with Ice Cold 2, and I'm like, it's the same game.
Yeah, it just adds more boxes.
Yeah.
But you guys just add more books and tables, so it's fine.
Right.
Okay, my number 2 is Giro Galapo, which is a wooden game. There's wooden horses in the game that go on a racing track, and you move them on the track by playing cards that have numbers 1 through 6. The trick is everyone has the cards 1 through 6, and so you can kind of count people's cards and know what they're going to play, but you play them out, and the horse that's in the last place, the horse who plays the smallest number goes first. So, and then back to front. So if you tie with someone, back to front, which means you're incentivized to play low cards and not go very far because you want to go first. And the reason for that is if you land on somebody else's horse, then you knock them back. And if you land on a jump, there's these jumps in the game, then you have to go all the way to be the last horse. So there's crazy things happening as people get bumped around. And then, you thought you were fine going with a 3, but then this guy behind you moved 2 and bumped you back 1. And now you're 3 lands on a jump, and that puts you at the whole back of the thing. And then you move up 3 and bump somebody else back 1. It's crazy. It's great fun. Kids can, if you can count to 6, you can play. And for adults, it's fantastic.
nice.
Sweet.
Honorable mentions.
I
I went with 2 of them because my list has been evolving as we're sitting here doing it.
My list is valuable.
Yeah, so I put Animal Upon Animal. I think most people know that game. Stack wooden animals. The other game I put on here though is a game called Doodle Quest. It's by Blue Orange. It's like an aquatic scenery, but the picture is put in the middle of the table, and everybody's given just like a screen that is blank, that's dry erase, and maybe there's like starfish that you're trying to like dive and touch on this picture. You have to take a marker and like just guess and draw lines and try and see if you can land on the starfish, and then you take your little transparent thing and lay it on the picture and see if you see how you did as far as like just gauging a good distance and everything, and see that's how you get your points. So,
and there's multiple versions of this, right? There's Doodle Quest and there's
yes.
some other ones.
Looney Quest.
Looney Quest, yeah.
Oh, they're both so good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great choice. Love that one.
Sweet. My honorable mention could probably be swapped with Flower Fall if we deem that an adult.
I just
family
questioned
game.
the age. That's all I did.
This one is a little bit older. It's an 8+ game, and it's called Secret Code 13+4.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason it's an honorable mention, it's a really good game, but if you're playing it with just adults, it will get tiresome because it literally is just doing math.
That's
and
why
so
this was on my list and I took it off because I was like, I don't know how much adults would actually like. It's fun playing it with kids.
yes. Correct. Right. So it is really fun with kids, but if you don't play it with kids, then the enjoyment levels quickly goes downhill. But essentially, you got this. You're breaking into a museum, and you need to get to the crown jewel or whatever. But there's all these laser wires that you have to cross over without tripping. And the way you do this is you have a cluster of dice. I think it's like 6, and they're just they have different numbers on them, and you roll them. And you can move as far as you want on your turn, but what you have to do is each of these laser wires has a value, like 13. And so you have to mathematically spin your dice in order to cross over it. So how can I make 13? Well, maybe I can spin 5 times this 2, which will give me 10, and then plus this 3. So I spent 3 dice to jump over this laser wire. And so the idea is to come up with mathematical equations that usually only require 2 dice so that you can move over 3 things during your turn. So you can see how with adults it probably is like
Then you get a calculus major or something like that. And they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
The square root.
well, you'd only add, subtract, multiply, and divide. But
all right.
But you could make it so that you don't have to do that.
Oh yeah.
that's true. Yeah, you can add square roots. Square root of 5. I don't think it has one.
No,
Yes, it
everything
does.
has a square root, but it's going to be a decimal.
Correct.
Oh yeah, I got you. Right. Anyway, that's secret code 13 plus 4. It's a really good game.
And that rounds down, so
Yeah,
that's one number.
And that carry the 1.
All right. For me, I got 2. I put them as my honorable mentions, mostly because I consider more of like a family game, and they're also abstract. So there's Blocus, which is you have these transparent Tetris pieces, and you're trying to put all your pieces onto the board. You can only touch a corner of any of your pieces, but you're trying to like dominate space, cut out a section, block your opponent. So this is a fun game.
It is a really fun game. And
then-
I like the 2-player version of that. Ironically, since we talked
duo.
earlier about not playing these
2
games,
players.
there's like Blocus Travel or
Mhm,
Blocus
or
Duo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's marketed 2 different ways. That one is phenomenal.
There's a triangular one.
Oh, Trigon, I think. Yeah. Second for me is Quirkle, which is another abstract game. It's 6 different colors, 6 different symbols, and you're trying to put out all your tiles, or you're trying to put out tiles, and you're trying to put them, stay in the same color, but have all the symbols, or use all the same symbols on different colors, and you'll get like a point per tile that's out that you added to. You kind of want to do, going side to side and up and down as well. And if you complete a whole line, you get extra points. So it's another fun game that's abstract that a lot of kids have liked in the past.
Cool.
Yeah. My number, what number?
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention is Cube Quest. It's a game where you have a stack of cubes on your side of a map, and then you have a king cube that's on there, and so does the other person. It's a 2-player game, and you're going to be launching these, flicking these at each other's fortresses to do damage, and you're trying to knock each other's king off the board ultimately. And you hit cubes, and they fall on certain faces, and certain things happen. Certain cubes have various powers. It's so much fun, just blasting cubes back and forth at each other.
That does sound fun. I like dexterity games. I'm in. I thought I've seen this quite a bit and thought about buying it.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's 2-player.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
That's fair. All right, drum roll, Matt.
Number 1.
Oh, wait. Alexa, drum roll, please.
Okay.
So stupid.
Oh, wow. My number 1 is Spinderella. It's a fun little game. I think most people know what it is, but essentially you both players have ants and they're trying to get them from point A to point B. But as you roll dice, you might get control of Peter or Parker to move the spiders around and
Is that really what they
That's
call
their
them?
names, yes.
That's fantastic. Did you know this?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right.
I forgot it, but yeah, it's right.
and so they're connected by a string, and depending on the way they're orientated, will raise and lower
Spinderella.
one of them in a certain way. Yeah, Spinderella. So yeah, it's a good time to always grab an ant and
Try to capture your opponents.
catch your opponent's ants and stuff. So it's a good time.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's a really good game.
Great table presence.
Yes,
It's fantastic. It's like it's just huge.
Yeah.
it uses the box.
Yeah. To every degree.
Yeah.
It has like 2 layers and they're like 2 foot tall. My number 1 is Vampires of the Night. This game is basically, I guess this is more appropriate to the one where the coin pusher machine more than anything. You have this just like a Spinderella.
I remember it now.
Yeah. The game uses the box. Have you seen this, George?
Yes. With the I have, yeah.
Yeah, the vampires.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you build the box and then you have basically like picture the box lid, but you put another piece on top of it that has a bunch of holes. And so you're trying to push these discs around and not let them fall into the holes. You want them to fall off the board, off the edge of the board, and you get to collect these. You're a vampire and you're basically you're pushing garlic out of your castle is really what the theme is. It's like
You're cleaning your castle.
Yeah, you're cleaning your castle. You don't want the garlic to fall in your basement is basically what it is. And what it is, the vampire is this big piece of wood in the middle that has a glowy head. The whole game glows in the dark, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's got a magnet and you have this little stick, which is like a little bat that has the reverse polarity. And so you don't ever touch the vampire. You're actually using reverse polarity to push it around the board to scoot these discs, and you got to scoot them around and not let them fall in the holes. It's such a awesome game.
It's really great.
It is so good. And I think MSRP it's $20. It is insane for the price.
Yeah.
And you can't light the tokens up with LEDs. Does not work. Remember we did that at your house?
We tried. I just thought, it didn't work very well or something.
It's just like it doesn't give off any energy to do the glow in the dark stuff.
Interesting.
Did you say is it Playroom? Is that the company that makes that one?
It's not Playroom. It's actually a different company.
But they have a bunch. There's a whole line of these.
Yeah, they came to
games.
Gen Con that one year, and I don't think they've been back since, though.
They've got like Magician's Kitchen.
Yeah.
The Magic Labyrinth. They've got some great ones.
Mm.
Here, I'm pulling up right now. Not that anybody else that listened could just look it up later. Lion Rampant Imports. Oh, Playroom Entertainment. So maybe it is. Maybe it depends on where it's published or something.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have some great games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Number 1 for me is Cranium Who Knew. It's a card game much like say Apples to Apples, where every as the person getting cards, everybody is trying to give you cards from their hand. Everybody gives you one card, and they are going to determine what you like. So it's a game that my kids like to play a lot. And if you had Unicorn and you gave it to my daughter, you got the first prize. But what they do is they get all the cards, shuffle them up, and then they order those cards and least favorite to most favorite, and then everybody gets points. But the least favorite is going to get 1 point. The second least favorite is going to get 2, 3, and so forth. And then everybody takes turns. Getting cards. You're laying them out to how you like stuff and how you don't like stuff. So it's a good way to even play with their friends and get to know each other a little bit better.
My number 1 is, I went back and forth on this one a whole lot, but I'm going to go with like the silliest one. Actually, it's called Hula Hippos.
Hippos.
You have all these little wooden hippos in your color, and you start with 5, and there's a giant wooden ring that you spin in the middle of the table. So you got this wooden ring that's spinning around, and as it slows down, it's gonna come closer and closer to the table as it spins around. And then you take your hippos and you flick them, and your goal is to get your hippo in the ring when it finally comes down onto the table.
That sounds awesome.
So you're smacking it against the ring to try to make it fall sooner. Maybe that's your goal. Or maybe you're trying to flick it next to the ring so it falls on you. Or you're trying to flick it and hit the other person's hippo out of the way. And you're doing that like at the last second. And so everyone's doing that at the same time. It is crazy, like chaotic, just like skill smacking these hippos around. And if you do get your hippos to end up in the ring, then they're going to be taken out and score for you. But now you have fewer hippos to mess with other people. And it's so funny. It's so good. It's that simple. That's all it is. And it's just, even for adults, hilarious.
That's awesome. Is that Etchnia game? a kid's game?
The Echidnas?
Yes.
I would say it's a kid's game. Yeah. It's what is it called? Oh man,
I don't remember.
Echidna Shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a kid's game for sure. Those little echidna pieces
Is that pretty good?
Adorable.
I heard a lot of people talking up.
I didn't like it.
It's all right. I like it. It's not. It didn't make my list, but it could go on another sort of list, I suppose.
Cool.
But yeah, it's good.
Best pieces.
Definitely best components.
Right.
Well, cool. Anybody want to say any other honorable mentions while we're at it? Or?
No other ones popped in my head while we were saying.
Oh man, I could go on forever.
I've got at least 10 more, but some of these, like the only other one I debated on putting on here was Dancing Eggs.
Yeah, that's so good.
Have you played that?
No, I think is that the one where you put the stuff under your arm and got to run around and everything?
Roll a die and put it on your arm. That was really fun. Although the only reason it didn't make my list is because I feel like you need more eggs. So I own 2 copies of it. Because,
not enough eggs. Yeah.
There's only like 10 eggs or 12 or whatever, whatever a dozen is.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You want to add another one or are you done?
I mean, I could go, but it's fine. We'll make other lists later.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think it's time we wrap this episode up. We want to thank you again for tuning into episode 90 of the MeepleCore podcast. This episode was recorded on January 23rd, 2020. Please send us your questions and comments to meeplecore@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at MeepleCore. Check out the video versions of the show, the newly upgraded video versions once these go live, on youtube.com/MeepleCore. Until next time, this is Tim Jennette, the Metal Meeple.
Matt RoBear.
Eric Ledford.
George Breden.
Keep on rocking and rolling dice.